Hi, Haley. Okay, this is episode 4, the final break. Or, as Chris has suggested, breaking up.
Full credit to Prim in the Discord for that one, I think.
There is, there's division in the writer's room, apparently. Alright, I believe we left off right at the match phase. So we're going to
We
go.
were gonna do an event where we
Oh
were
yes,
all
the
gonna
mini event.
Oh yeah. You want mini event. Thank you for reminding me. I'd entirely forgotten about this. So you wanted to do a mini event with all 4 of the main characters together.
Yeah. Or the possibility for them to all walk in.
Okay. Did you have something in mind for this?
I personally do. Like, yeah.
Oh, it sounds like we have competing ideas.
But yeah, I would love to.
Let's have you both make your pitch and then we'll decide.
You go.
I imagine Ash sending Hannah a message, for the first time in a long time, asking for help because they want the whole friend group to come together for an intervention for their friend Carmen, who seems to be not worried about senior year and using pool as a distraction.
That doesn't necessarily conflict with my idea. My idea was just them being somewhere that they could play pool, like at a bar or something. Doesn't necessarily have to be Romero's. We could do it. We can do it at the country club, honestly.
I kind of like the idea of having it be at this other bar that was mentioned. Like, what was the Irish pub? Like, maybe
because Carmen's avoiding Romero's right
now. Maybe Carmen has been playing pool at Patty's, and the other 3 go to confront her. Like, really, you've sunk this low. You're playing at fucking Patty's.
My only idea was that maybe like Ash would show up first, and then Tony after that, and Carmen doesn't know that Hannah's gonna show up.
I like this a lot.
Yes. Oh, I've decided why Tony was kicked out of Patty's.
Oh,
God.
Banned for life for stealing from the till at age 15. Duh.
Oh, the family tradition.
So he's like wearing a hat when he comes in, or how is he going to?
I'm like, I had to promise Patty something. It's probably not even Patty that owns it. It's like some guy named Sean, who's like the 3rd owner, but the brand name has stayed.
They're all named Sean.
It's been bought. It's been bought by some corporate conglomerate.
Oh, no.
But Tony still thinks the original family owns it.
I like that. I do like that.
I just can't listen, the pandemic did a lot of weird stuff to local businesses.
He comes in prepared to like make some sacrifices to get into this place on behalf of his good friend, and then they don't even care.
I walk in and it's a fucking Starbucks with a pool table.
All right, so Prim, would you like to frame the scene for us as Ash makes their entrance?
So you see, let me think. I think Ash. Okay, so the scene is lit as Ash is leaving a familiar office. It's the guidance counselor that we saw in a previous episode. They walk out and grab their phone and text Hannah and just say hi in all lowercase text.
It takes longer than is comfortable to get the 3 dots typing response than you would like. It feels like agonizing eternity, and then finally just like, what do you want?
Yeah, this whole time, Ash is like pacing, walking to the cafeteria, has gotten like French fries and like a little sad thing of ketchup and is waiting, has not even taken one bite, and the fries are getting cold as they're waiting. And they just say, sorry, this must be weird. And then you see the 3 dots and they go away. And then they say,
not that weird. Carmen's been bugging me too.
It's actually about Carmen.
Oh my god, what now?
I'm worried about her. I don't think she's taking senior year seriously.
I respectfully suggest you veer this conversation toward my problem very quickly.
I would like a team intervention. And I know you're not part of the team right now, but you were always an important part. You seem to know the most out of any of us. It'd mean a lot if you were there.
You get the longest pause yet. Fine. Where are we doing this?
You just see a shamrock. Shamrock emoji.
There's another pause, and then Han says, "This is the last thing."
Ash just says, "Okay." Thanks.
All right. You don't get a response.
And then Ash texts Tone and just says, "Wear a hat. We're going to Patty's."
For Carmen? All right.
I think that Patty's is like, it used to be a dive, and it has a smell that is like Patty's.
I think it used to be a dive, and when it got bought out by the conglomerate, it's been turned into like a TGI Fridays type of place.
Yeah, they put down new carpet, and they tried to they maybe removed a wall and put up more decor that's more, family friendly or whatever, but still smells like Patty's. Like, you can still smell. You might not hit the smell immediately, but after about 5 minutes, you're like, oh, this is Patty's.
Patty is still in the walls.
Yeah, you can spot those like Febreze auto things.
Yes.
In every
and that little
outlet.
sound of like the sound of them releasing like on a timer constantly. Yeah, and I think that probably Carmen was texting Ash before about hey, if you want to shoot some pool, I'm going to be at Patty's.
There's an aquarium from when
God.
There's an aquarium from when the previous owner briefly tried to turn it into a Chinese restaurant.
Yes, I love it. But people just kept coming there to play pool, and so they were just like, all right, fine. We tried the feng, we tried the shui. It's not happening. So yeah, Carmen's there. She's got a huge Starbucks and also a drink that she bought from the bar that she hasn't tried yet. So it's untouched. Oh, I was going to get a glass out for this actually, but I forgot. Maybe later. Yeah, and she's just playing. So no, I was going to get a fancy highball glass. I don't think that Patty's is the jug with 3 X's on the side type of place.
No, Patty's is the glass steins kind of place.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's where Ash finds Carmen.
Ash walks over, sees the unidentified drink, picks it up, and takes a sip. What are you drinking?
I asked them to surprise me, so I don't know. I think it's whiskey and something.
Makes a face. This is disgusting.
Yeah, it wasn't very good whiskey, I don't think.
It's a whiskey milkshake called an Uncle O'Grimacy.
What the fuck? I had a visceral reaction to that.
It's an actual McDonald's character from the 70s, by the way.
I'm gonna forget that I know that. And go on with my life happily. So I think that Carmen just kind of hands Ash the cue and is like, finish this game out with me style. She doesn't say anything, but it's just like, this is what we do. We're gonna finish the game. Don't play another one.
Ash goes to play and then stops and puts the cue down and looks at Carmen and says, do you want to get some French fries? We can sit in a booth.
I mean, I've got the table for another 15 minutes, I think. So after, I guess?
We play pool all the time, Carmen. I kind of wanted to talk about something.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. And she takes the cue back and continues playing. And she's like, so I don't know if you knew this or it's super awkward and stupid, but I think I figured it out. I had a crush on Hana. Don't know if you knew that. Please wait to laugh at me till we're done. And she kind of looks away, does not look at Ash while she's talking. And she's like, and I think it was just I was missing the team. And so I convinced myself, of course, Hana's hot and stuff, but I thought that missing them was about attraction, but I don't think it is. I think it was just I was missing all of us together, and I thought it was a thing between me and them, but I don't think it is. I think it was just but we honestly we don't need them anymore. We just need us, and we need to play, and that's all we need. And it was stupid, and I'm over it, and it's fine. So please tell me I'm an idiot, and we can continue here.
This is something I had not anticipated. FYI, Hana will be here tonight too. I invited them.
That's not awkward, but you didn't know about it, so I should have texted you. It's fine.
No, it's fine. Let's just talk fast before they get here. But
I'm that's all I had to say, honestly. I just I don't even know if I wanted to tell Tony about it.
I feel
what are you guys talking about?
Before we go forward and continue introducing Tony and Hana, I feel it's important to establish whether Carmen's crush on Hana was known to Ash and Tony, because it was definitely known to Hana. Come on. But
it's up to you guys. Carmen thinks that they are inscrutable. You can't tell what's going on here. But if it was totally obvious, I'm totally open to that being a thing.
I think Tony is very much in a place of I could not have I would not have predicted this, but I am in no way surprised.
This team is just a hot mess. I really don't think Ash knew. Ash was so in their head about Hana and had their own complicated feelings about Hana that I don't think they even thought about Carmen, especially because it seems like Carmen's other relationships have been so open. Like they talks to Ash about everything, getting drinks thrown in your face. Whereas Hana was a lot more subtle, and I don't think Ash was picking up on that context. Poor bub.
Okay. All right. I don't mean to unnecessarily interrupt. It's just it's important to establish that.
Yeah, definitely.
So that I know how to play this off because, Hana probably is going to say something at some point to the effect of, "What the fuck? Everyone knew." And that is going to temper their responses. So
it's funny. It's funny that they're the only perceptive one in the group, and everyone else
makes sense.
Yeah. It makes
this
sense.
Is why they all miss
it
them
makes
so
sense.
much.
It makes sense that they're the facilitator character on a certain level. Anyway, continue with Tony's entrance. Sorry.
Tony comes in.
I sure do. I take the hat off and go like, "What? This place is a fucking Starbucks now. What happened?"
Oh yeah, you don't need the hat. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even recognize any of the people who work here anymore. Cool. So you guys just wait. I'm confused. What's happening?
How many more minutes do we have at the table?
I mean, I can pay for more time. It's fine.
The dads I had to muscle through to get here were pretty pissed about you hogging the table.
I can be a cute girl for a hot second. If you guys want to play, I can be like, "Oh, I didn't even know that you were, twirl my hair and shit."
No,
How about we just go get a table and get some fries?
Okay, well then help me finish playing. Let's finish this game.
Okay, fine. And
right.
Ash just takes the cue and just starts takes their turn and then takes another turn. And then takes another turn. And we'll keep going until all the strikes.
Tony just grabs the 8-ball and sinks it.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Carmen's kind of annoyed, but obviously these guys have plans that she's not in on, so she's just whatever, and picks up her coffee and follows them. Leaves the drink that she bought, the atrocious drink, and walks away from the table.
Celia's over at the bar, just sulking, but
I thought Celia worked at Romero's.
Celia can work at more than one place. She has to hustle.
She's a real adult.
Yeah, she does Tuesdays and Thursdays at Patty's.
Amazing. Yeah. I love it.
She's very upset that you didn't like her adult milkshake.
Carmen fully ordered it from someone else. Didn't realize Celia made it. Otherwise, she would have
pretended to like it.
Pretended to like it a little bit more.
Anyway, I think this is probably a good time to introduce Hana. As the three of you get to your table, I think Hana is kind of inching their way in. It sounds like y'all have established that this place is semi-crowded, maybe not packed.
A little bit. I think that Carmen was going to make fun of Tony a little bit before Hana showed up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
If that's okay.
I will wait.
Sure. After,
Hana could
a
be
cavalcade of the vinyl
Hana
squeaking noise
could be coming in and overhearing.
Sure.
But yeah. So Tony, are you gonna tell Ash, or is this something that's going to remain between the interested parties?
Well, I was going to make tonight about you, because you're the one with the problem.
I'm the what the fuck?
Ash hits Tone the back of his head. That's not how you start an
What?
I'm leaving.
I'm the one with the problem. I mean, you're the one who texted me.
Text.
All right, Carmen has made a lot of drama about something that really didn't happen.
Did not make
and
any
I have
drama
personally
about
worked
anything.
through
This is literally the
with
first
all
time
involved
I've said
parties,
anything.
which did not involve you. And
It
yes, I'm
involved me
still
when
a
you
little
texted
upset
me
about
it.
whatever this is.
Oh my god, are you two still on about this?
I was just giving him shit. It's fine. We don't have to talk about it. It's fine. I just think it's funny.
So, like, I think Hana has heard you two making a scene, like, found your table that way. Just like, and like, they're looking at you, Carmen, quite sternly because we talked about this. Like, giving you, like, laser eyes over their glasses. Like, they just say to you very coldly, I was under the impression that we were through with this and that we put this to bed.
I was just giving Tony shit. Friends give each other shit.
Well, stop it. He's clearly uncomfortable.
This is my way of loving him. And she kind of just like shoves at his shoulder a little bit. Like, I hadn't talked to him about it yet, so I just was letting him know we're fine. She shoves him again.
Come sit.
Okay.
We ordered fries.
Sure. They sit opposite Carmen.
But like, what the hell are you talking about? Problem? I have a problem?
Yeah, I was chatting with with Celia on the way in. You've been here every night this week.
Yeah, because I can't go to Romero's. Like, Sophia literally threw a drink at me the last time I was there because I broke up with her.
Yeah.
How's school going? It's your last year, right? Don't you have, like, a huge-ass project you're supposed to finish?
Yeah.
So what are you doing for that?
I didn't realize you were my dad.
I'm just asking because I'm a friend who's interested. What are you doing for your big project?
It's super hard to explain. It's a sculpture, and I'm welding things together, and it's going to look like something when I'm done, and I don't know what it's going to look like yet, but I'll get there. It's not a big deal.
I mean, you're running out of time to work on it. You haven't been in the workshop in ages. Shouldn't it be a big deal?
I haven't been in the workshop in ages. What do you, like, hang out outside of other people's workspaces? Waiting for them to come out and talk to you or something?
No, it's just kind of logical deduction. You can't be in the workshop and at Patty's every night.
Okay, what the hell's going on here?
Carmen, we're your friends. I imagined this conversation going very differently, but that's okay. We pivot. We're a team and we can get through this together. And, you know, I changed my major.
Holy shit, really? When?
I'll have to do another year to finish, but I think I'm just gonna work through the summer and then through take some classes at the community college during winter break and during spring break, and then it'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know, lots of people graduate in 5 years instead of 4.
Sure, yeah. Take as long as you need. What did you change it to?
Yeah, so I considered theater, but the classes that I have are just too different. So it's just another mathematics degree, but it's not going to be as complicated as my architecture one, so I can load up on lots of different kinds of classes.
Are you going to grab like a minor in anything, or?
No, but I am going to audition for the play.
Hell yes!
Hana kind of elbows you roughly, like, get back on topic.
And Ash, like, doesn't acknowledge the elbows, just looking straight ahead and goes, I think we should, you know, talk about all of our futures. We should be supporting each other in this. pool's always going to be there, but you know, like, this degree is expensive. We might as well make sure we're all getting through it.
Sure. Yeah. I'm really excited for you.
Thank you. I think if you still have a lot to finish on your project, you know, like, I'm happy to come hang out with you in the workshop while you're working. Just, you know, some body doubling.
I mean, if you want to, it's like noisy and you have to wear ear protection and you have to wear eye protection and like, if you want, you can, yeah. But like, I'm fine.
I just, you know, like, you won't be here next year for the team.
Well, no, but like maybe we could
do
do
me and Tone.
Yeah, maybe we could do like a thing sort of like the Neons where they are like, you know, not necessarily attached to the school because like, you know, Professor Kemp probably wouldn't notice if we
I was waiting for my moment, and my moment has arrived. I am transferring to Stanford at the end of this semester.
I'm sorry, what? What?
Stanford?
Uh-huh. My mom got a great job. She used some connections, got me into their med school, or like, you know, provisional pre-med. It's a fantastic opportunity. It'll get Andy and the rest of the kids away from that asshole Jimmy. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna leave.
That's great. How long have you known about this?
About 4 months.
Did Celia put something in my drink? Because I definitely think I just heard you say that you're leaving.
Yeah, no, I said that. I'm leaving.
Congratulations, Tony. That's really exciting.
Yeah. It is great. It's great. That's a really good school.
It's a huge step up for you. You should be very proud.
I don't feel like I did anything. Honestly, I don't think it'll feel real until I get there.
It might not.
But, yeah. This is goodbye. Kind of.
Well, like...
There might not be a team next semester.
No. There'll be a team. We just have to totally slaughter the Neons.
And then
I feel as a
aren't we the Neons? Wait.
Yeah, as a facilitator, I feel the need to remind you, y'all are the Neons.
Wait, we just need to slaughter the demons. I apologize. They're both down there.
No offense taken, homicide.
We just need to slaughter the demons, and then they'll let me and Ash join next year, and then.
No, we won't.
Yeah, they're like adult people.
We're awesome. We are really good. Full disclosure, forgot you were here.
Yeah, so that's kind of what we wanted to talk about is what are you gonna if you can't play pool next semester, what are you gonna do?
Why would I not be able to play pool?
I mean, yeah, you can still play pool. Just
like on the weekends or whatever.
Not
but
it's
not going to be the same. We won't be here to like help you out.
That is gonna suck. Like, I was gonna hang out and like be that creepy guy in the back of the pool hall, hanging out with the college students. But I guess I can't. I can creepily hang out with Ash.
Yeah, come to
but
practice.
Yeah, I creepily hang out with you all the time though. So. But oh shit, this sucks.
You know what? And Ash like calls for a server.
There's more to life than this, Carmen. Like, I have to recommend as someone who's played this game with you for a
abandoned
long time.
The whole team before.
Would you shut the fuck up?
I'm actually not sure why the hell you're here. Honestly, like, why are you here?
They're here
It's
because
obvious
they
you don't give a
fucking
shit
care
about
about
us.
you, Carmen.
No, they don't. They left.
If I don't care about you, why did I listen to you go on and on about your crush about me the other day?
I didn't go.
You spilled it all over the table and made it real obvious.
Didn't say anything about that.
And, you know, I just kind of took it like a champ, and I, you know.
Yeah, go ahead and tell us all about what you did. We know.
Anyway.
You got sick of us and you left us, and now you're trying to tell me what to do with my life. What makes you think you have the right?
Because I've been out the other side of this game becoming not fun anymore. And you're doing a lot of the same
you.
Stuff that I did.
I'm not you, Hana. What makes
You're
you think
not,
I'm going to do exactly what you did?
You're not going to do exactly what I did, but the patterns are similar. I'm just.
Why the hell should I listen to you? Why should I get out of the way, Tony?
No. Mostly because this final is real sweaty.
I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just.
Sounds like that's what you're here to do.
No, not at all. I'm just here because Ash and Tony asked me. But there are things that I've noticed that Ash and Tony pointed out that are possibly detrimental, that, you know, I agree. You deserve to have more in your life than this.
I'm going to decide what I deserve to have in my life and what I want to have in my life. And that's not you.
Yeah, you decide, not us. We're just pointing out things that we notice. You decide what you do with this.
We have the finals. It'll be a great game. I think everyone goes
Whether
through.
or not you beat my team in the finals is up to whether or not you burn yourself out, respectfully. And it sounds like you're on track to burn yourself out. I would be super interested in seeing you beat my team in the finals. If for no other reason than I don't want to see you burn out. Just think about that. And Hana's gonna collect their bag and get up to go.
And Ash, just as you're getting ready, says, "Thanks for coming."
They just kind of click their tongue in acknowledgement.
Just us, trusty three. Sorry, I didn't know it was weird between you two. I wouldn't have invited them.
No, that was good. At least I was fine with it. I think they made a lot of good points. Better than either of us could have made them.
A little harsh, but Carmen, I think they're just speaking from experience. Like, Hana was the only real adult in all of us up until now, but I think it's time we do the same. Grow up a little. Pool's not going away. Tone is, apparently, but I'll still be around. And we'll make him come for spring break. You'll come, right?
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
I love the tone of that. Spring break in California versus spring break in New Jersey. Yeah.
Ashley
would.
reaches out to grab
We could maybe split the difference. Go to like, I don't know, Utah. Zion's nice.
Cancun?
No, too risky, too loud.
Austin.
I could do Austin. I could fuck with South by. Honestly, been on my list for a while. Anyway. Point is, we have a future outside of pool.
The pool will always be there. As long as pool's fun, it'll be there. You come to my play, hit on the lead. She's probably gonna be hot.
Yeah,
I'll be in the ensemble. But, you know.
At least somebody will be hot.
Yeah, I mean, stage lights, you know. Real bitch. So bright. So hot. Everyone's sweating. It's a whole... Sorry.
Is everyone sweating, Tony, or is it just you?
What?
We'll still be hot. There'll still be, you know, hot goss about, you know, the power couple of pool in the tabloids. We can keep that up.
That's true.
Until it's not fun anymore.
It's never gonna not be fun. It's not. That's not.
So then it never goes away. But it just can't be everything.
Why not?
We weren't good enough to be scouted by the pro pool league. That's fine.
Not yet.
Oh, okay, but...
Why the hell do you think I'm out here all the time?
A pool professional makes, like, on average, $25,000 a year.
That they report
right?
to the government.
Carmen!
What?
How are you going to keep a hot trophy wife at home with $25K? That's not going to work.
I'm not going to keep a hot trophy wife at home unless she's very low maintenance. And usually hot trophy wives are not low maintenance, so I just won't have a hot trophy wife.
Yeah, listen, if you really want to go down the professional route, then there's a way to do it. It's not playing at Patty's every night. We can go on LinkedIn. I hear Thatcher has like
No.
Yes, I want to be best friends with Thatcher.
I'm stepping in as facilitator as soon as LinkedIn gets mentioned to say, I think this is the moment where the camera starts to pan out a la Seinfeld finale with like the three of you in your Patty's booth-shaped jail cell.
Sure.
That was intense for a mini event. Turned into a regular sized event, I think.
I think it needed to happen though.
Katrina, I feel the need to check in just because you gave a fairly convincing performance. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. I was having a hard time distinguishing.
On Monday, I cried like 3 separate times, so...
Okay. It's just my own...
2 different characters.
Out of that scene, what you were hoping for?
That's just...
Yeah. I think so. She didn't yell at Ash, so yeah.
Well, and we got narrative resolution between, I think, all of the characters.
Yeah.
You know, everybody hates Hana, but that's fine. Hana doesn't really like anyone.
I don't think everybody hates Hana, just Carmen.
I am broadly positive towards Hana.
Yeah.
I was going to say everyone hates Hana except Tony, which is fine because, like, Tony's my special little guy.
Like, text Carmen later and be like, the fuck was that about? Like,
Well,
you
I
could
mean,
have said it nicer.
when Hana was
Policing
I
him.
feel the need to mention for Haley's benefit that when Hana was protecting Tony, Chris wrote "mommy" in the chat.
Listen, I call them as I see them.
So, yeah. Let's move on that note to the pre-match phase. In this section, each player, including the facilitator, has the chance to set one scene they would like to see before the match begins. This can be during morning preparations or immediately before the match. The scene must involve their major character or a connection they control. They can pass if there's no scene they wish to see, but should be encouraged to set one. Setback and fight tokens can be played as usual during this section. I encourage everyone to be efficient so that we have enough time for the match in full.
I get a spirit. Let me think for a second.
Yeah.
I would love a quick scene between Ash and Mia, and for Mia to kind of just be like, "Oh, Ash, I saw you on my, freshman orientation. No, like, new student orientation list at the community college."
Okay. Are you thinking this is like morning of, or like right as the match is starting? Like chronologically, what are you thinking? Like I'm putting together a list, and like once we have scene pitches from everyone, we'll do them in chronological
I think it
order.
would be just right before the game, because I don't think Ash would probably run into Mia anywhere else.
Okay. So from Prim we have Ash, Mia, match start. What else, folks?
We could do Carmen and Thatcher Cruz.
Again?
Oh.
I almost...
That is a pairing we've seen surprisingly little of, actually. Our two disasters meeting like unstoppable force and
I think
immovable
that
object.
the conversation can be about how Carmen has followed Thatcher Cruz on LinkedIn. Or become one of his.
Oh no.
Chronologically, where does that go? Like match start, morning of.
Match start. Like probably at the same time that Mia and Ash are talking.
Excellent.
Okay.
So hey, I saw that you followed me on LinkedIn. Sort of thing. Like fantastic. I regret more and more every day that I'm not playing Thatcher instead of Chris.
Okay. Because I was about to make the offer of a scene between Thatcher Cruz and Tony.
Oh, okay, yeah, I could play
knows?
I could play Thatcher for that if you want.
Sure. I don't know what we'd be talking about.
I don't know what they'd talk about either.
I just want more Thatcher Cruz in my life. Like
that's fine.
He's in my heart, but he needs to
self-destructive
be more in my life.
behavior can be therapeutic.
All right, Tony.
I mean, me, Katrina, not Carmen. Carmen hates this guy.
No, I understand.
Okay.
Let's see here. I've resolved my
All right,
thing.
Tony Thatcher. Presumably also match start.
Presumably, yeah.
Okay, match.
That could be before Carmen's conversation with him.
I'm like looking through the connection list, and I feel like Tony does not have really anyone else to talk to.
I mean, Sophia might be there.
There's also Andy. Something morning of.
I don't know. I feel like we kind of...
Yeah, we've kind of covered that.
We kind of hit all those beats.
Yeah. That's fine. You also don't have to pitch a scene if you don't want to.
I'm trying. There's just nothing.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Tony once again suffers from having his shit together.
Well, that's very okay, honestly. Let me take a look at mine.
Who knew Tony would be Neon with his shit together?
Somebody has to. Hana left, and used to.
Fucking abandoned us.
You saw how well that went. That scene was so funny. I'm like, those dynamics.
I kind of want a scene between Hana and Dominic.
Do that.
Professor Kemp has forgotten that Hana is no longer on the Neon.
Oh, that's funny.
Insulting, but fine if you want.
He doesn't really pay attention to who's on the team. He just knows Hana was on the team at one time, and so if they need coaching, he's gonna do it.
You know, every person in this set of 12 that we have is so well rounded and well realized, except him. He's a Muppet. He's just a math professor Muppet. I don't know how I feel about that.
All right, Hana and Kemp.
It's the opposite of a Muppet movie. Everyone's a real person, but he's the Muppet.
I'm gonna make Hana and Kemp morning of, like we run into each other at some coffee shop. Like we still frequent the same coffee bar. And just kind of run into each other. So we'll do that first, and then we'll do the 3 match starts scenes. So, okay, so I think Hana has received their order and is sitting down, and I think sees Kemp come in. What is Kemp's usual coffee order?
Is this a weekday or a weekend?
I think it is a Saturday morning.
It's Saturday morning. Kemp walks in and orders a medicine ball, and then they tell him this isn't Starbucks and he can't order that. So he gets like a peppermint tea, just in tepid warm water, and it's finished rather quickly. So he's kind of walking over and sees you and goes, "Oh, Hana, good morning."
Good morning, Dr. Kemp. I'm looking forward to tonight's match.
Yes, the final of the season. It's quite exciting.
Yes, I thought your group played rather well.
We played well when you were on our team as well. I think things are going great. I can see that your form has continued to improve.
Yes, well, I do what I can. My teammates have been particularly helpful in keeping me in shape.
Lovely. Well, if they ever want to learn a little bit more about Pythagorean theorem, and as it relates to pool, I'm happy to come in and do a quick pop-in session.
You see Hana's eyes glaze over a bit as they imagine Thatcher and Dr. Kemp in the same room. And they say, their schedules are awfully inscrutable. I don't think it's likely, but I'll get back to you.
Well, you know how to reach me, Hana.
Of course. They take a rather generous sip of their coffee and just kind of make an expeditious exit.
Well, I'll see you later tonight.
Still kind of chugging this latte, burning their throat. They just kind of nod, just like desperate to get out of there. Just like, God, why am I talking to this man? Right. So, next, for the match start scenes, we have Ash and Mia, Carmen and Thatcher, Tony and Thatcher. What order do we want to do these in?
Do we want to break the Thatchers up? Is there going to be too much Thatcher if we like backload the Thatcher?
I think let's do Tony and Thatcher first, then Ash and Mia, then Carmen and Thatcher. All right. So I'll play Thatcher for this.
Sure.
So, the match is gonna be convening soon. Everyone's kind of getting in position, getting ready. People are just kind of strutting around, getting a feel for the space. And Thatcher Cruz comes up to you, Tony. Says, Bronson, right?
Yep. Is it finally my turn to receive a legendary Thatcher Cruz smack talk?
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. I am nothing but affable.
Okay.
I have to say I'm a little confused by the hostility, my guy.
I just think it's a little weird that this is the first time we've talked. Like, my two female teammates have a lot of opinions based on a copious personal experience, and I've never met you before.
He pauses for a moment, says, it's not my fault the tournament organizers have never put us up against each other before. We're going to be facing off in the first round. I wanted to get to know you a bit better.
Well, you've done that. Looking forward to it, Thatcher. See you on the stage. Court, field,
Table.
See you on the table. Is that? It does not seem like a normal thing to say.
Bad mouthfeel.
This is not a normal sport. Thatcher just kind of.
I will see you out there.
Thatcher just kind of narrows his eyes and says, "I'm just trying to be friendly, man." And he just slinks away oilily.
Oh.
Oh, I did not expect to be the villain in that scene.
It was delightful. It was delicious. It's given me life to live again.
Oh, man.
That was
wow.
So funny.
Tony came out as a male feminist.
Love it.
Listen, I've learned through life experience that the only way to stop a troll, to beat a troll, is to, come at them from an angle they don't expect.
100%.
I hope that this puts Thatcher on his back foot so that when Carmen approaches and begins speaking to him of her own volition, he's just like completely thrown off.
That was awesome.
Like they discussed this tactic beforehand.
Oh yeah, no, this was 100% deliberate.
That was almost as good as when Richard Spencer got his shit rocked. Yeah. Okay, so Ash and Mia. It's your scene to frame.
Yeah, so Ash kind of walks in. I think if Mia's kind of sitting in the usual seat, just gives her a head nod of, recognition.
Mia returns the head nod.
Is a little surprised, but tries not to look surprised. Probably still does. And just goes mosey over to their side of the table.
Yeah?
Hi. Excited for the game today. See you at the table, as they say.
Yeah. Your last name's Qureshi, right?
Yeah.
Are you the same Ash Qureshi that just registered for my data visualization class?
I didn't realize it was your class, but yeah, I'm taking some extra credits at the community college over the summer.
I was just innocently curious. That's all. I thought you were taking. I thought you were studying architecture.
Yeah, I changed my major, so.
Oh, okay. Neat. Good luck.
Thanks. I'm looking forward to it. What are the folks in class like usually?
Since it's an online class, I don't really know them that well. The sessions where you log in are mostly just kind of to check in with the professor, make sure everyone understands the material. There aren't a whole lot of opportunities to get to know other folks.
Well, that's kind of a bummer.
It can be a little isolating.
Well, I can give you my number if we ever, continue to have classes together. I'm always happy to hop on a Zoom call and, do some co-working.
Maybe. Let's talk after the match.
Okay. And Ash walks away a little surprised that Mia might not seem to hate them anymore.
Mia is just kind of looking back at you with an eyebrow raised and, like, kind of an inscrutable expression.
Was this planned beforehand?
What do you mean?
We're like psyching everybody else out.
Oh yeah. No, it wasn't planned.
Like,
Because
Ash,
Mia brought it up.
Mia.
Ash wasn't the one who brought it up.
Psychological warfare. Yeah. All right. So, Carmen and Thatcher is your scene to frame.
I think that
Thatcher was last seen sulkily slinking away from Tony.
Yeah. Carmen will walk up to him as he's like starting to like practice and just like straight walk up to him.
He just kind of looks up at you as he is starting to frame a shot and just kind of nod but not say anything.
Somebody told me that you were the guy to talk to about pro scouts. Like, do you know if there are any here tonight?
I might. What do you have in mind?
I mean, well, if you know who they are, maybe you could tell me, and I could do my best to make you look as good as I can while I kick your ass.
Wow, you really sell this hard. Actually,
I'm not gonna lose.
Isn't Chris supposed to be playing Thatcher for this?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Shit. Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. Do you want to continue or should I?
I'll go. Why not?
Go ahead.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna lose to you on purpose just so you'll tell me who the scout is, but like...
Yeah, no, that would be like a bad plan to get scouted by losing.
Yeah, but no, like, I'm just saying, like, you're a good pool player, I'm a good pool player, I feel like we could work together to look as good as possible for the scout, so...
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let's do that.
Okay. So is there a talent scout here or no?
No.
All right. I don't think I wasted my time asking you, because maybe another time there will be a scout in the crowd and you'll tell me just out of the goodness of your heart.
This is whatever you guys are doing. It worked.
What?
Consider me fucked with. Well done.
I wasn't gonna come out and say anything like that.
No, I'm honestly impressed. See you out there. Like, now that I know for sure you're fucking with me. This is
I'm not though. Like, I really want to know.
I think Hana's off in the corner watching both of her teammates growing more and more distressed and just kind of scowling at Carmen.
Carmen does not acknowledge that Hana exists.
Oh, I was imagining it's like your back is to Hana, and like Thatcher will like lean over and catch her eye a little
like
bit.
Carmen is like leaning into his eye line, like, I'm right here.
Oh, like the Vincent D'Onofrio in Criminal Intent thing, like.
Seriously though, I mean, I definitely think that you're a good enough player and I'm a good enough player that we can work off each other, even if, you know, we're not working together, but we could work together like that to show off.
I
Sometime.
think Hana would actually kill me if I did that. Like, for real.
What?
At least here. Well, listen. I'll reach out to you on LinkedIn. I got your friend request. Not today, but this is I like where your head's at. We can get a grip going.
Mm-hmm. Why do you let Hana tell you what to do?
Thatcher will leave.
Oh, Carmen is in a mood.
Carmen goes over to Ash and is just like, how's my straight girl? Was that okay?
Did you ask to be featured on his LinkedIn?
No, not yet. But he, like, I couldn't tell if he was lying about there being a scout here or not, but I did the whole, like, flattery thing. Like, oh, you're good. You're so good.
He just kind of seemed confused.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine. You're hot. Like, I think it'll work.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it a weird headcanon to believe that part of why Thatcher was confused is that he's gay?
I was just thinking that
that is probably part of it. I like the headspace I was sort of reaching for was I know she's a lesbian. She can't be coming on to me. What is this?
So what is she doing?
But like, even if she were straight, I wouldn't understand this.
Delightful.
That's the secret. Thatcher doesn't know he doesn't understand straight women.
Amazing. Yes. I have a question, not in scene, but like, how are we on our fight and our spirit? Like, have we? I see that Anthony has 2.
Yeah, because I came clean to the team.
Yes, Ash has 2 fight. Tony has 2 of each. You have 3 fight and 1 spirit. I do not get fight or spirit.
It technically is. I guess it still is a secret. Was Ash planning to come clean to their parents about the game? Or...
Oh, no, this is just their last year on the team.
Okay, so is that one taken care of then?
I feel like yes. So that was kind of what Ash was explaining, is like there isn't going to be a team next year. Because
you're really last minute fulfilling traits.
That's why we did an event thing.
That's why we did the event.
And I completely forgot about setbacks during that scene because I was so like inside of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I can argue for any setbacks at all.
No,
about
you
that.
can't. I will not allow you to argue for setbacks after the fact.
I
After
cried.
No, we've already done all of our pregame stuff. It's way too late now. Absolutely
I forgot about
not.
mechanics. I was enjoying myself.
The halacha is clear in this regard. I'm sorry.
So I don't know about Team Heartthrob though, because I honestly think Carmen doesn't really care about fans and stuff.
Carmen never cared about fans. You didn't play her that way
didn't.
for a single moment.
There weren't really any fans to get in. I was mostly concentrating on that as having a crush on Hana. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Neons, like, their whole thing is supposed to be having fans, right?
Yeah.
That simply did not come up.
Yeah, that we did. We just
We
kind
did
of.
once. We went to the association.
And
Yeah.
I mean, we did sort of pander, like we do have the everybody ships Carmen and Ash thing
so
going
cute, yeah.
on.
Yeah, we did
So-
it briefly, but it was not a major theme.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's just like a quirk of this particular game, I think.
Yes.
Unless
But
we
I
had
feel
made,
like-
like a
I
fan
feel like-
character.
That's
Like,
what
pretending
playtests are
fan
for.
club.
I feel like a fake relationship, Carmen and Ash, is pandering to the crowd despite their feelings because
Yeah, it is.
so
But also, I did want to fulfill my traits during that mini scene, and then just didn't know how to. I've never done that before.
I mean, I feel like I don't know how you could complete Late Bloomer.
Because that's, even though Ash has this, that's the point, like that they changed their major, right? Even
Mhm.
though
Yeah.
they have this like
Reject what
possible
people are
career
saying
in
about
pool
you to
they're turning
pursue
it.
your own path. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That works.
So I feel
I
like
don't
you
know
did
what
both
happens
then in that
when
case.
when you complete a trait.
You just cross it out and you get spirit for it. So did
So
we
may I
all do it?
that at this
do it?
stage, facilitator? Do you believe those two have been fulfilled?
All right. So you're asking specifically about Late Bloomer and Team Heartthrob?
No,
It's a secret.
late bloomer and it's a secret.
Yeah.
All right. So
And then I don't know which ones Katrina is asking for.
I think you have fulfilled Late Bloomer. And considering that you have decided this will be your last year on the team, you have also fulfilled It's a Secret.
Tony
Katrina-
definitely got time cut short too.
Yeah, Tony has fulfilled Time Cut Short. Katrina, you were asking about Team Heartthrob.
It didn't come up a ton.
I
But,
don't
like-
think you've fulfilled it.
I feel like if it had been an option, that Carmen definitely would have confessed her feelings for Hana and
Yeah. we
ruined her Team
just-
Heartthrob image.
Yeah, I
But
think
just
it
didn't
just
happen.
didn't come up. And like sometimes that happens. You just didn't fulfill it because the opportunity didn't present itself.
It
I
did,
think.
but she didn't
Yeah,
take it.
Yeah,
Because-
she/you
She-
chose not to take the opportunity.
Figured that her image was more important with the fans and didn't want to
Yeah, like you were literally sat across the table from Hana and you could have confessed your feelings, but
that was the decision.
you
right?
you
doing
instead
that or
you
not
instead
doing
to
that.
you instead chose to still make your feelings really embarrassingly obvious, but not actually confess them, which is also narratively really satisfying,
Mhm.
but doesn't fit the mechanical requirements. I'm being very picky and legalistic, which
Yeah.
is part of the fun of this job.
I definitely don't agree, but
You know, that's fine. I guess legalistic wasn't really the right word to use. I apologize. So, is that all of it? Yeah, because, like, fulfilling traits doesn't really matter for me because I don't get fighter spirit. So, yeah. Let's get into the match. Alright, so, now that everyone's in here, we gotta get in the match. Shuffle the match deck, place it within reach, working on that. I have too many windows. Okay.
Honestly, I think Hana fulfilled some of her traits as well.
Did they?
Yeah.
They probably did. I just haven't
Never
been paying
apologized
attention.
to the team.
Yeah,
Sort of hasn't
apologize to your old
decided
team or work on yourself to change your ways. They've definitely been working on themselves. Reconnect with the joy of playing or decide your fun is not important. Yeah, actually, they kind of accidentally fulfilled both of those.
Yep.
Oops.
Too bad I don't get fight or spirit. Oh well. They worked
Narratively fulfilling though.
They worked really well to pick traits for the facilitator character as like jumping off points.
Mm.
And it makes sense for me not to have fighter spirit.
Yeah.
But
I'm not arguing that you should. I'm just saying
from where I'm sitting, it does feel a bit like, well, fuck. I put in all that work.
Narratively.
Damn it.
Yeah, now all we have is this great, cool story we all told together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not even 2 points. 2 check marks, though.
Yeah, okay. So, match games, we gotta... Okay.
Alright.
Okay, I'm just checking the instructions for how to deal them in the... Alright, shuffle the remaining match games in one pile and place them in the middle of the table. Place the first 3 match games front side up in an array in front of the players. Okay. Okay. There are some instructions for how to arrange the match games in the book that we didn't follow last game. Because I missed them. I got really invested in which games we're supposed to use, and didn't read the instructions properly. Anyway. Okay, and we start with the opener. This is to determine momentum. We know how this goes. Setup. Rival team. How are the rivals feeling and looking as the first matchup is about to begin? The demons, after all of that fucking bullshit, Hana is kind of trying to deal with Mia, who mostly is together, but kind of looking over at Ash like, well, what the fuck was that about? But giving most of their attention to Thatcher, who's just kind of whispering a little bit nervously into Hana's ear, like, dude, like, two of them came over to me and were just like really aggressive and really weird. Like they're doing some kind of weird psychological fuckery. And just like, what the fuck's going on? You told me these were college kids. It's just like, shit, man. And so Hana is trying to keep their team together. They mostly appear collected, but you, because of your interactions with them, you're able to piece together little clues from little things like Thatcher constantly whispering to Hannah, or the subtle expression on Mia's face that reveal a nervousness underneath. Your team decide who will face off first. And they answer, how do you step up to face your opponent?
I think we should switch up the order.
Yes.
Ash, do you want to be last, or...
What does Dr. Kemp think?
You're
Oh, wait,
awesome.
I'm Dr. Kemp. No, what... Carmen, I think you should go last. You've been practicing more than me. We're gonna need you there.
Definitely, like... I think we should put Tony against Thatcher, though, because it would be funny.
And Thatcher's...
So, like, that Tony in the middle? Is that cool? Yeah? Okay. Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, let's do then.
So we're
Kick their ass.
deliberately counterpicking the demons.
So, Ash, how do you step up to face your opponent?
Ash kind of steels himself knowing, this is it. This is the last game. No more dingy dive bar after school, and kind of like cracks their neck, walks up, loosens their shoulders. They haven't gone first in a long time. But it feels really good to be kind of sharing that proverbial spotlight with all their friends. So they grab the cue, look over at their opponent, who's their opponent? So if Tone's going against Thatcher,
then
you're going against Mia.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought we were deliberately counterpicking the demons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So it sounds like Carmen is going against Hana.
Yes. So smiles at Mia like way more brightly than they ever have in the past, and gets ready. Looks over at the team, nods, gets ready.
Okay. Play. The first match is underway. The fight begins. Starting with the person who's competing first, each teammate describes what they're doing as the first match gets underway, answering the following questions. How are you feeling and looking at this moment? What are you worried about in your match ahead? What dream burns strongest in your mind?
Can we actually take like a 5-10 minute bio break
before we
get into it?
Yeah, I think that's fine. We're at a good point to do that, actually. So before we do the play section of this, we'll do a 5-minute bio break. All right. Back in a second. Okay, looks like the gang's all back. So, play. The first match is underway. The fight begins. Starting with the person who's competing first, which is Ash. Each teammate describes what they're doing as the first match gets underway, answering the following questions. How are you feeling and looking at this moment? What are you worried about in your match ahead? What dream burns strongest in your mind? The order, I believe, is Ash, Tony, Carmen.
For Ash, it's a bittersweet moment. They're feeling a little kind of wistful, thinking that, this is what everything has accumulated into. But is now feeling even more strengthened in their decision after learning, that Tone is leaving and, Carmen's, I don't know, maybe leaving. So I think Ash just feels like this is right and is really just looking to have like a hell of a game as they're sending off. And the dream that's burning in this heart is, now that I'm gonna have more time, I'm gonna pursue this improv thing, this comedy thing, and see where it goes.
Tony, I think. Let me pull up the list of questions in order. So Tony, I think, is feeling like nervous, but in a sort of like in like a self-sabotaging kind of way. Like he felt good at the start of this match, and now he's like, well, this is the last match. We're gonna make it the great one, but like, are we? Like how? I can't blow this. The stakes are finally getting to him. Worried about in the match ahead. Just like making any mistakes at all. Nerves are high. This will be like the last huge important pool match in my life, and I want it to be perfect. But at the same time, I think the dream that burns strongest for Tony right now is just like that image of the three of them at South by together, like just in like at a concert or something, like knowing we have a future is what is holding Tony together right now.
Excellent. Carmen.
That's so cute, you asshole. Carmen has sort of like, she is feeling focused and looking just concentrated, like she's standing there watching Ash and just like focused on Ash and not really looking at or paying attention to anything else. I think the thing that she's worried about is more that they won't ever get a chance to play together again, rather than like winning or losing. She wants to win, but she's not like, she doesn't know if she believes, Thatcher, that there isn't a pro scout in the crowd, but like he said there wasn't, so she's like, well, then I guess it doesn't matter either way, right? And yeah, I think the dream that burns strongest in her mind is just like that they all have a good time. That's really corny, but like, she just wants to have fun with this one. And yeah, of course she wants to win more than anything, but like, she also is like, this is a game. She plays with her friends. And if this is going to be the last time they play, she wants it to be really a good time for everybody.
Lovely. I heart this friend group. They're so sweet.
All right. Your team. Each draw 1 card plus spirit if you want to spend it. There's part of me that is rethinking the ruling I made about Carmen's trait, but it's a little late. Yeah. Yeah.
You're on mute.
You're on.
I'm not going to spend my fight on this match.
Spend your
spirit or whichever one that I get.
Yeah. Each draw 1 card plus spirit and reveal it. Add the cards together. If the value plus fight is greater than 12 for 3 players, the momentum is with your team.
Okay. And we have to decide whether we're going to spend spirit ahead of time.
Yes.
So I have 3.
Yeah.
No, I have 3 fight. Why do I have 3 fight? Hang on, time out. Which one? I get spirit for traits.
No, you have you have 3 fight. You have 1
Okay.
spirit.
Fight for setbacks.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got a bunch of setbacks earlier. That's why you have so much fight.
Seems high. Anyway, I only have 1 spirit, so I'm not going to spend a spirit to start.
Okay.
I'll save that for my match. But like, if we get to the end and we need to spend some fight to get the momentum, I really think the momentum really helps us. So.
I mean, it won our last match. I
We've
think.
got that. Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
this.
Or
We've got
either-
the fight to win the momentum.
I have 2 spirit, and if I've worked out this math correctly, I will only have 2 more opportunities to spend spirit. So I'm
But
going to spend
I think
one.
you can spend more than one, like in a match, right?
You can spend as much spirit as you want whenever you have opportunities to
Mhm.
spend spirit.
Yeah, but the more fit, I think the better play is getting 1 more card twice.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I feel like as a group, we have more fight than we do spirit.
Yes.
You do. You have you have a lot of fight.
I'm totally cool like spending fight after the fact because we
Momentum.
can look at the cards and then spend fight.
Yeah.
Or are you saying you want to spend spirit and then save the fight for if we need it? I don't know. What do you think? I'm up.
Sure.
So what?
So no spirit.
So,
Yes, spirit. No
Nope.
spirit.
Yeah,
No.
Yes, spirit.
so
Yes,
who is-
spirit.
I
who
really
is
don't think
spending
it
the
will.
spirit.
I really don't think it will matter that much, so I'm spending 1 on the opener.
Okay. Do what you
Okay.
got to do.
Tony has spent 1 spirit, so let me deal these cards out.
All right.
1 card for Katrina. 2
I like that.
cards for. Oh no. 2 cards for. Don't look at it yet.
I'm not looking.
It's for Chris. Oh no.
That's right.
Yeah, you got it.
Looks right to me.
No, 1 card to Prim. Right. Then reveal all your cards and add them together.
Okay. How do we do that? Click on it,
Yeah. Click
and
on
then
it.
and then you just drag it on
yeah,
to the
drag
thing.
drag it onto the field.
Okay. Do you guys want to flip them over all at the same time,
Yes.
dramatically?
Yes.
That is the play.
This one's mine. Okay.
These are mine. These 2 are mine.
And then you right click on it and say flip card. Should we go 1, 2, 3, flip?
1,
Mhm.
2, 3, flip.
Okay.
Wait,
This is 11.
12.
12. Amazing.
One spirit is equivalent to 1 fight sometimes.
Only occasionally. So
Delightful.
you just barely get the momentum.
Mhm. Nice.
That was fun to flip them all at the same time.
Mhm.
It was. It was. So, on a win, the player of the highest card. So, who had that 6?
Me.
All right. The player of the highest card describes why their team has the edge.
I think that Ash just fucking kills it with the break. the final break. They just like they hit the ball and it just like it goes and it's like a perfect, like several balls go in just from the break. And then the rest of them that are ours, our solids, are set up just right to continue.
All right.
Ash looks over at Dr. Kemp and just gives him a wink.
Okay, so now, Ash, pick one of these 3 match games. We have Risky Play, Bliss, or Off My Game.
I'd like to pick Bliss.
Okay. Actually, let me read the front line. You love this, but it doesn't always feel that way. Play to find out, can you connect with your joy when you play? In focus, you, your team, and the rival team. Setup, you. Flash back to the last time this brought you joy.
I think Ash has this moment where it's kind of like a scrapbook in their head where it's all these different moments of them playing together with Hana, with Tone, with Carmen, and all being on the same team, and how they thought that now that Hana wasn't there, that it just wasn't the same, and it's like reframing it in their mind and thinking like, you know what, Hana's here at the table too. Everyone's here, and like Mia and Thatcher are now like in this kind of vision of theirs, and they're like, we're gonna have a great game, all of us, and it's ready to play.
All right. You, why do you struggle to capture that feeling? How do you try to connect with it?
I think as Ash is really coming to this realization and not running from their problems anymore, that, you know, pool can still be fun. Their friends can still be in their life. The future doesn't have to feel so daunting. We're just reconnecting with the joy of this moment and thinking, you know, I just, you know, win or lose, yeah, I want to win, but I just really want to enjoy the hell out of this game.
Okay, this next part is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You and your team ask each teammate the following questions. Do you feel the joy of this right now? How can I tell? If they feel the joy, they may then choose to give you 1 spirit or 1 fight. If they do, ask them, how do you share your joy with me?
So wait, what do I do?
You ask each of your teammates this question.
Okay. Let me zoom in so I can see the question again. Do you feel, okay, so I ask Tone, do you feel the joy of this right now?
Absolutely. That was incredible. Let's go.
Amazing.
I think I say all of that out loud.
Yeah.
So that answers how can they tell. So if they feel the same, he can then choose to give you 1 spirit or 1 fight. Do you choose to do so?
Is that from me?
Yeah, you are transferring 1 of your spirit or 1 of your fight to Ash if you want.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, that's fine.
You have 2 fight and 1 spirit.
Yep.
So, what are you going to do?
Nothing.
Oh, you are not giving up.
He's sitting on his fight and
All
his spirit.
Okay, excellent. This team doesn't share. That would be ridiculous.
I can watch
conserve
this.
my strength. Gotta conserve my energy.
Yeah.
For pool.
All right. Ask the same question to Carmen.
Carmen, do you feel the joy of this right now?
I
How
think
can I
that
tell?
Carmen runs up and picks Ash up and spins them around, like, very excitedly. And that is how her joy gets shared with Ash, and that's how they get another fight.
Oh, so you get a follow-up question since you transferred a fight. Did you already mark it?
Yeah.
Okay. Ask the follow-up
How do you
question.
share your joy with me?
I think that like Carmen just like does like
Carmen
a really
kiss Ash like a Tone Hannah moment.
that was not what I was going for. I think that like, I mean, that could be where we get like, I was gonna say she just puts her forehead against Ash's forehead, but if Ash thinks that she's gonna kiss them, then yeah,
it's a little early in the match for that. I think.
I think it's just that. It's just their foreheads.
Yeah.
And they're just,
and then lots of laughing and like
giggling,
and
then
incredible. Yeah.
But I think what happens after the game is, the
something else perhaps we'll see.
Yeah, full tabloids spin it differently.
It's yet to be determined after the match. Nobody's won anything yet.
Lots of tweets go out like, oh my god, Carmen just spun Ash around.
Yeah. All right.
They get like half of the video of
moment.
it.
All right.
Lots of fangirls like, Carmen and Ash forever.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I shipped them so hard.
So that's just the setup. Time to play. Could this be the moment to embrace the feelings welling up inside? Rival team draws a card and answers the headway for the rivals to set up the moment. So I get to draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
The headway is, what reckless move pays off? I think Mia has a really long shot from one corner of the table to the other that actually, based on your questions, it should be that Mia has left a really long shot for you from one corner of the table to the other. Mm-hmm. That ordinarily you wouldn't go for. It's not really your style, but you're riding this high, and you feel like you could go for it. So now you have to choose, rein it in, focus, you're here to win. How do you stamp down your feelings and focus on the game? Draw 2 cards plus spirit. If the total plus fight is more than 8, you win. Answer a headway or setback to describe how the point ends. Or fly exuberantly. How do you let joy take you higher? Draw 3 cards plus spirit. If the total plus fight is more than 13, you win. Answer a headway or setback to describe how the point ends.
Yeah, Ash is riding that high. It's not a move that they would typically go for, but they're going for it. Hey,
you're gonna fly exuberantly.
Yep.
We don't have any reason to like hold back our fight or our spirit, right? We just like go wild. Like there isn't.
It's the last game. Fuck it.
Yeah. Like, is there? I guess like if we had to play a tiebreaker game at the very end. But that's after all 3 of us did.
If you end up getting the one last chance thing, then yeah, there might be a reason to hold it out for that.
Yeah, go nuts. Go buck wild.
So,
get it.
Yeah, draw 3 cards plus spirit if you want.
Spirit.
2 spirit. Okay, I've marked that off. Yep. So you're getting 5 cards.
Mm-hmm.
So give me just a second to I'm just getting rid of the one that I drew, and then I'll deal you your 5 cards. Okay, deal 5 cards. And that's to Prim. Don't look at them quite yet. All right. If the total plus fight is more than 13, you win. Only spend the fight if you need it, because you might need it for the tiebreak, but, spend it if you need it.
So how What do you
I think
mean? Like spending
you get
fight?
to decide if you're going to spend fight after you look at all the cards.
Yeah.
Okay,
So.
great.
So go ahead and reveal your cards.
Okay.
More than 13.
All right, time for a dramatic reveal.
I love how dramatic, like, revealing cards, it just doesn't seem like it would be that dramatic, but it's like
It's
on the edge of
good.
you see, like, what's it gonna be?
One.
Oh no, it's a 1.
4,
3. 6.
10,
15.
15, 18. Oh man,
Hell yes.
fucking nailed it.
Oh my god. That was so satisfying.
Definitely flew
Do we need
exuberantly.
to
So,
use any of those cards, though?
actually, yeah, I will not discard them because
Yeah.
you have to. I'm just moving one of them out of the way.
Okay.
Answer a headway or a setback to describe how the point ends from one of these cards.
From any of them. Okay.
And like read out the question for Haley's benefit.
So I'm going to say, I'm going to answer a headway. How do you narrowly avoid an old mistake? And so this is the same person who was against them before. Similar situation, even a little bit more difficult this time. And Ash was able to remember kind of, you know, the feel of the cue as they were going in for that really tricky shot. And, you know, just how it was a little bit too much pressure and, you know, they sunk their own ball and it was a really terrible shot and they blew their match. And they look at Mia and like nod in appreciation, like that was a good, you know, that was a good take, but is thinking like, you know, I got this, and goes in and just with just a little bit less pressure goes ahead and hits the cue, and you just hear the balls make this satisfying click, click, click as the one sinks in.
Excellent. Wonderful. Love it. All right. Let me set up a discard pile for our match game cards. We're going to put that in this corner over here. One. And deal out a new match game card. And you get to pick a match moment. Soft suggestion. We had a lot of flashbacks last match game.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
we've had
strictly vetoing it as facilitator, just like, you know, reminding y'all.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna call a timeout.
Excellent. Very interesting. You've got something to say to the team or someone on it. Call a timeout. It just can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and frame the scene or
I
vignette.
think this might be the first time ever that Ash has called a timeout. They're usually super in the zone, and they're always happy to chat after the game with, you know, the one team member, one or two who's left as the next one is going to the table. But they were like, I need everyone here right now, and like comes up and just goes like points at all the members, you, and then like looks at Dr. Kemp and like stops for a moment and goes, you, and goes, I fucking love you all. Like, we got this. We're on a ball. The energy is good. This is going to be a good game no matter what happens. And I called a timeout to tell you that, and that's it.
Fuck yes.
Get back out there and close the fuck out.
Dr. Kemp just kind of adjusts his glasses and says, well, it's appreciated, Koreshi.
Gives you a fist pump.
You put your hand on
Very
their
good.
hand, just real quick. Yep, just like that.
Come on. Yeah.
Does Dr. Kemp feel cool in this moment?
I believe I'm what the kids call with it.
Absolutely.
And Ash also gives like Tone like a big jolly like slap on the back, on the shoulder, like, hey, my dude, we got this.
Hell yeah, we do.
And they go back up.
Yes.
I think actually, and for Carmen, I think Ash like grabs your hand and like kisses your hand, if that's okay.
Yeah, I think Carmen does like a stupid like curtsy.
Oh, so funny. And then goes out into the game.
Yeah.
Okay. It is time, friends, for Anthony's match game.
Who the fuck is Anthony?
Never met him.
Oh, did he not wear a tie to this?
No, I even changed my name in the character keeper.
Yeah. So, Tony, pick a match game.
All right, let's survey my options.
We have risky play, off my game, or on my own.
Let's cause some problems. I'm off my game.
Oh no! Oh no! Not Tony losing to Thatcher Cruz. All right.
Well, we all know Thatcher Cruz is a really good player. It says so on his LinkedIn profile.
People wouldn't lie on LinkedIn.
Of course not.
What is LinkedIn?
All right. Something is bothering me, but I still need to do my best. Play to find out. Can I still perform when my flow is off? In focus, you, a teammate, and the rival team. The setup. You choose a suit to describe how you're off your game. What has thrown you?
The suits are energy, connection,
Prowess and focus.
I definitely think it would be helpful to have a little box on the side, maybe under the match moments, that has all of the.
Yeah.
All of
that
those
would
on
help. That would help with the roll 20 cent.
like
Yeah,
they're all
absolutely.
on the back of the cards.
Yeah, but the words aren't on the back of the cards.
Yeah.
So I always have to look at them.
I'm going
Me
to take a
too.
quick screenshot and put it in the Discord. Just a moment. Something I really like about the Linux distro I use is the screenshot tool lets you take a screenshot of a selection of the screen really, really easily.
Windows does that.
But, like, the thing that's neat is you can, like, put the screenshot on the clipboard
Ooh.
and then just, like, copy-paste the image into Discord. Oh, no, not Steven Universe gifts in my Discord server. Why would you do this?
This is footage of events. This happened.
Okay. These are the suits, by the way.
I don't go here, but one character is picking up another one and swinging them around. So
Yes.
that's what.
Yeah,
That's,
that's what
that's
happened.
the gift.
Like,
That's
that's
the
literally.
GIF
I was
context.
trying to find the gift that this GIF was.
I like your
Based
framing of
on-
I don't go here. Like you're not in my server.
No, I've never seen Steven Universe. Is
Yeah.
is what I meant.
It rewired a portion of my brain forever.
Yeah.
I did not get that far in the show to know who these two are, but they are very cute.
Yes. But yeah, there is your visual of the suits, Chris.
Thank you. I think it's energy. I think I'm still just like too amped.
Oh, you're overamped.
Yeah. I think I'm like actually shaking.
You're just so mad at this like sexist pig, Thatcher Cruz.
No, I'm just I'm too certain I'm gonna kick his ass.
All right. How do we see your playing change? Who instantly notices?
I think I'm taking like way quicker than normal to Like, I'm just making shots, just like not even stopping to think about it.
All right. Who instantly notices?
I mean, it would be Hana.
Yeah, it would be.
But it has to be a teammate, right?
No. For the setup, it doesn't have to be a teammate who instantly notices. Like I think it makes sense for Hana to instantly notice this. And I think, as someone who plays Hana, I think it would make sense for Hana to kind of find a way to indicate this to the teammate who is currently playing against you. Like,
shit.
He's off his game. Take advantage.
Mommy, no.
Why would you say
You did
that?
this. You did this.
What?
You did this.
Oh God.
You ever have a thought so cursed that you have to say it out loud?
No.
No.
Oh, then rip to you, but I'm different.
Anyway, play. You don't feel like yourself, but you have to keep moving. The rival team draws a card and answers the headway for the rivals to set up the moment. Okay. Haley, I'm so sorry.
I'm not.
The headway is, how do you rally the team to fight? I kind of answered it in advance. I think Hana notices that Tony is off his game, and Hana is kind of unofficially the coach. Like, that's a dynamic we've kind of been cultivating of, like, Hana is sort of unofficially the glue of the demons, unofficially the coach, even though they're a bit younger, because they're a bit more strategically minded than either Thatcher or Mia. And so Hana is sort of trying to indicate to Thatcher, hey, he's playing really recklessly. He's really off his game. Use this to your advantage. So, you choose. Ignore it and push through. How do you try to overcome distractions? Draw 2 cards plus spirit. If you avoid your chosen suit, you win. Answer a headway or setback to end the point. Or ask a teammate for help. Who do you turn to in this moment? Teammate, how do you respond? You draw 2 plus spirit. If you're happy with your teammate's response, they may also contribute spirit to your draw. I'm not sure how you would ask a teammate for help. This is a one-on-one sport.
Yeah.
I'm open to suggestions.
I mean, I feel like it would be the same kind of thing that Hana did with Thatcher.
Yeah.
Is just to kind of look over and either nonverbal communication or like a,
Yeah. Okay.
idle up
Fair
and
enough.
give some encouragement.
Fair enough.
If I'm reading this right, spending spirit is bad?
Why is spending spirit bad?
It's draw 2 cards. If you avoid the chosen suit, you win.
Yeah,
The more cards you draw, the more chance you have to draw your chosen suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is bad.
That's some interesting feedback.
That's a good point. Yeah, why did they put plus spirit on here? Because you want to
I'm
avoid...
assuming because convention, but
Yeah.
Or maybe you want to add spirit if you know... Maybe it has to do with knowing how many cards there are in the deck. Like,
oh. No, that doesn't make sense.
No, that would... Because more cards is always bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so maybe
true.
this one should be like...
Minus spirit.
If you add spirit, maybe it should be sort of like if you happen to draw the suit that you picked, adding spirit would like offset it if you get more cards than the one you picked. I don't know.
Yeah,
this is a little bit interesting.
Playtesting note for Haley. Adding spirit is weird with this one.
Yeah.
So what's your choice, Tony?
I feel like it's
I feel like it
same thing either way.
I mean, like, I can spend spirit and it's good if I ask a teammate. So that's the better one, but also with just drawing 2, I have better odds of avoiding
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ignore it and push through.
You could also just choose on a narrative basis.
Well, broadly, I think we've worked through this beat, and it's kind of the same either way.
I mean, no, like, because if you ignore it and push through, you have to avoid your suit. If you take your teammate's help, you have to get your suit.
So not knowing how many cards are left in the deck or which cards have been drawn so far, which is really on me. I should have been counting cards.
There have been some energy. There have not been very many purple ones, which I've already forgotten which one the purple
Here we
is.
see Chris's board game mind.
Again,
yeah.
We have drawn a lot of blue ones and some yellow ones, not very many purple ones, and a couple of pink ones.
I just want to state again for the record that I love me a game that can do both.
Yeah. So
if you ignore it and push through, you have to avoid energy, and if you ask a teammate for help, you have to get energy. So them being able to give you spirit
at least and get energy or avoid energy. Okay, I'm gonna ask a teammate because I like the idea of drawing more cards.
Yeah. Who do you turn to in this moment?
Who's got more spirit?
None.
I would like to emphasize that it's also
it's Carmen. It was going to be Carmen. This is sort of like a betrayal.
It's also good to choose for narrative reasons.
Yes.
Yeah, no, narratively this is Carmen because you are the one with your head in the game at the moment.
Also, we've been playing together always.
Yeah,
right.
you know me as a pool player and better, and you are more like checked in on pool today than I have.
So, Carmen, how do you respond
to
this whole situation?
I feel like Carmen does what Hana would have if Hana was still on our team. She goes in and like loops her arm through Tony's and like bumps her hip against his and is just like, you'll be okay, chill out and take some time and just take your shot when you're ready. There's nothing to hurry for. You got this.
I got this.
All right. Are you happy with your teammate's response?
I am.
All right. Draw 2+ spirit. She may also contribute.
I am
spirit
spending
to
1 spirit.
Would you like a spirit?
You haven't done yours yet, right?
No, but I have 2 fight. I have a lot of fight.
Yeah, but fight might be irrelevant, like it is right now.
That's true. Yeah. All right, it's up to you. If you want a spirit, you can have a spirit.
Keep it. I'm feeling lucky.
Okay. Tony gets 3 cards.
Draw 3.
All right. Reveal your cards. Hopefully there's an energy. We have...
I looked at these, so I'm going to do this in the most dramatic possible order.
All right. We have a prowess. We have a connection. And an energy. Hey! Excellent. Answer a headway or a setback to end the point that you've just won.
And those are on the cards.
Yes.
I feel like we preemptively answered the who helps you make a decisive move headway.
You can choose to answer that anyway if you want.
I mean, the ironically, the energy headway doesn't make any sense in this context.
I think it does make sense. It's how do you keep up despite the odds, and the odds were looking against you because Hana and Thatcher were keeping cool and collected and using your rage against you. You could make a case for it. What?
No.
You were framing it in a very ragey way. If it's not
Oh
accurate...
no! It's not rage. It's just like manic energy.
Oh, okay.
It's not like anger. I'm just like hyped.
Okay, all right. You could answer a setback instead.
Hyped in a bad way. Like the vibes were.
Yeah.
stanky.
No. Like drinking. I don't know how much Monster Energy you've consumed in your life.
Yeah.
There's like once you get past 4 energy drinks, you start to feel a certain way, and this can also be replicated by life circumstance.
I
think I'm going to blunder into an advantage. Like you take this moment to like slow me down, and then I just hit a shot and like slip because my hand's sweaty.
Holy shit.
And wind up getting one in the pocket.
Fantastic. Pick a match moment, why don't you?
All right. And the match moments are just like things that happen, right?
Yeah, in between the match games. Like, they're little vignettes, basically.
Okay, then I think I'm going to take a brief and private moment. Just either text or like pull Hannah aside. Probably text. This feels like a text, but it's just like, hey, I owe you one for last night. I won't throw this tournament, but like short of that, whatever you need.
Hana notices their phone buzzing and opens it, reads the text, and then just looks up at you with a distinct kind of eyebrow raise, like, really? Now? Okay. Then just puts their phone away, but does not respond to the text.
That's fair.
Mommy is apparently not amused.
Listen, we've established here that Tony is acting on pure impulse. He has not experienced thought for at least 2 hours.
Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like it's Carmen's turn to pick a match game. We've got one of those green titled ones that we were so curious about last time. You're actually choosing it. Gossip Whirl. You've got a mind to put your own spin on these rumors. Play to find out. Can you shape the buzz your way? In focus, you, your team, and the rival team.
Can I glance at it to see if I want to do it first, or do I have to pick without looking? Because I was going to take risky play, but...
okay.
But I just kind of want to look at it a little bit to see if that... I feel like it goes with Carmen's heartthrob thing.
Let me take a look at the stuff.
If you
Ooh,
complete
I'm
your
using the
job,
rumor from
use
Now
spirit.
Trending. I have to do this. I have to do this one.
Have to do
I
which
must.
one?
I have to do Gossip Whirl.
Yeah,
I
okay.
must do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would be really surprised if you didn't pick this.
Yeah, it goes with Carmen's stuff. So
Yeah. So all right. Setup. As you play, you hear the crowd whispering and pointing. Choose a rumor from Now Trending. Why is there buzz about it now?
I think we all know what it was buzz about it.
So which
yeah.
rumor?
I definitely am going to choose. I haven't read the rest of the card, but I have to choose Carmen and Ash are dating, because it's very obvious why there would be buzz about that.
Yeah.
Because we've been like really cute. So, I don't know how I want the rumor to change though.
Well, let's not skip ahead just because I'm trying to make this easy for Haley who cannot see our Roll20. This is a chance to put your own spin on the gossip. How would you like this rumor to change? What are you doing to help this new version spread? Choose a suit to describe your tactics. There is a suggestion that I feel like Prim or I might put out there, but I don't know if it's what's in your head for a way this rumor could change.
I'm open to suggestions.
Prim already kind of suggested this, which is like, oh, wait, is Carmen gonna, like, kiss Ash like Hana and Tony? And, like, that would definitely change the rumor of, like, from Carmen and Ash are maybe dating. It would definitely change it to, like, they're definitely dating. It's not a rumor.
I feel like that has already like become the thing as we go. So I guess I could change it. I could change it by like confirming that it's false. But I don't necessarily want to do that right now because I think that would mess up our momentum. I could lean into it and like play it up a little bit more to
you could also change the rumor substantially by being flirty and cute with someone else on the field.
Yeah.
You could also change the rumor by making it clear that you're not dating Ash and then ask them out.
Yeah. I could make the rumor true.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like...
I could change it by, like,
giving
really Tony a hug when he comes back over when his turn is done.
Or getting really flirty with Hana or something.
Now...
Or giving your number to a fan.
True. The neons are a polycule could be the... and that's why Hana left.
I like
Hana
that a lot.
left because the neons are a polycule,
uh-huh.
and they didn't want to be a part of the polycule. Tony's like, no.
The great irony is that
man, you can just say anything on Twitter, huh?
I can do whatever I want.
The great irony of this is that the reason Hana is so chill about having kissed Tony is that they and Celia are actually polyamorous.
I love that.
What could have been? What could have been?
What should not have been? Calm down.
Yeah,
not
what
talking
should
about
not have
Tony like Carmen.
No, I'm not talking about me either. I know how you get. You would have torn this team apart.
Amazing. Okay, yeah, let's do that. It's very funny. These other things that are up in the air could possibly also still come to pass. Let's see. A suit to describe my tactics.
Yeah, choose a suit to describe your tactics. Don't mess up my discard pal. I made a nice little thing for you.
I think it's going to be connection. Okay. I might check. That's what I'm vibing with. I don't know if that's strategic though.
we're playing a nice, fun little RPG. Why do you have to be all metagamey about it?
I guess it doesn't matter. We
None
already
of
have
it.
2
We get to
points.
enjoy both
I
parts.
know.
Yeah, part of sports
Don't
is
tell me my
tactics.
fun is wrong.
We're
Let's see.
we're at moderate sports depth. Thank you very much, sir.
I don't see board game mentioned anywhere on
So
this.
let's see. I guess that Tony would have to come in on this. Do you have any spirit left anyway?
Well, it
No.
says each other teammate answers. Do you fan the flames of this new rumor? If so, how?
No, nobody
even
has that.
Well,
anyway,
I need clarification. You're skipping ahead a lot, and I'm getting very confused. So I need some clarification. What is the new rumor you're trying to change it to?
I think that it is funny if the new rumor is the neons are a polycule.
Okay, excellent. So your team answers. Each other teammate answers. So Tony answers and Ash answers. Do you fan the flames of this new rumor? If so, how? If they do, they may choose to contribute 1 spirit to your draw.
Neither of them has any.
So neither of them have any, but they can still answer this question and
Yes,
contribute
they
to it
should,
narratively.
'cause it
So
would be funny.
Ash, do you fan the flames of this new rumor?
I think Ash has a little here. Like they're the kind of person that if you say their name, like they're just like listening intently right away. And I think they hear like, oh my gosh, do you think like polycule the whole team? And Ash just thinks this is hilarious. And if you think that Ash and Tony are close enough, I would love for Ash to kind of walk over and just like put their head on Tony's shoulder. If you think that'd be okay.
Okay, so I'm thinking through this from Tony's perspective, and we've established that he is in full head empty mode.
Oh yeah.
So Tony obviously would not do anything to contribute to this rumor.
Yeah.
But I think as you do that, Tony will just like very sort of lovingly like ruffle your hair, just on
no.
pure instinct.
Yep.
Oh no.
And Ash does not tell you, like, hey, I heard this. Like, yeah, this is, we're buds.
So
All
much
good.
subtext, and
Yeah, I'll
it
tell
just
you
like
later.
Tony's just like
These are the same instincts that
drinking his
made
respect
him.
women juice.
Yeah.
These are
No,
the same.
We
instincts.
understand.
These
Yeah.
are the same instincts that made him kiss Hana. It's just like it's what you do with the homies.
Kiss your homie.
Kiss the homies, hold hands with the homies.
Yep. We love
I
our
just
homies.
care about people a lot.
So sweet.
I just, I just want to make sure
Amazing.
my teammates are safe.
Amazing.
All right, so the rival team, 2 can play at this game. What version of the rumor do the rivals want to spread? And I get to choose a suit to represent it. So, what suit did you chose? Connection.
Connection, yeah.
I am choosing. I'm choosing prowess. And I think the version of the rumor that they want to spread is basically the truth that none of you are dating. This is all bullshit facade that you're cultivating to make the fans like you. I think Hana and especially Thatcher kind of are picking up on what you're doing. Mia is an early 30s mom who is kind of oblivious to this sort of thing. Just like the most social media savvy she is like Facebook and Nextdoor. So like she's not super aware of your chicanery. But Thatcher and Hana get you.
There's no
least.
queer Tumblr energy in Mia at all.
No.
Yeah.
But
Mia's a Pinterest mom.
Yep.
Mia is like the one non-fascist on Nextdoor.
I don't even know what that is.
The only one.
And-
It's like a neighborhood app where you like, oh, I lost my dog.
Yeah,
She organizes the cookie swap every holiday season.
Anyway, so the version of the rumor that they are peddling is the truth. they are neon.
Nobody cares about that.
They are neon truthers.
Twitter doesn't care.
God.
Yeah.
We never want to hear these words next to each other ever again.
Asher Cruz starts hashtag Neon's Truth.
Hey, you know,
Carmen
all I'm
unfollowed
gonna say is, I think it's distinctly possible Tony wasn't even born in this country.
No. Cards. Give me cards, please.
Anyway, so
That's
the
battle macro aggression.
the battle for the match still
I need
rages.
5.
The battle for the match still rages, but so does another battle. Both of us draw 4 cards plus spirit. You're spending 1 spirit?
Yeah, because that's all I've got.
Oh, okay. You've marked it already?
I have not, but I will.
Okay. Mark it,
There you go.
please.
It has
Thank
been
you.
marked.
Excellent. I draw 4 cards. You draw 5 cards. Do you need me to deal it to you, or you?
Yes, please. I don't want to touch this. I think that the there
The
needs to be a little
Roll20.
bit of Roll20 like a crash
Finessing.
course,
Yeah.
like at the
okay.
beginning of
Yeah.
so that everybody knows what the hell they're doing. Because like
Yeah.
I always do the wrong thing when I touch these cards. So
Okay. All right. Here are our cards. So.
and reveal them. Do we reveal them immediately?
Well, not yet until I
Okay.
get mine. And sorry.
Do you
Reveal
want me to
them.
read the...
Total the 2 highest cards of each side. The side with the highest total plus fight wins the battle for the match and the point. The winner answers a headway to describe how the point ends. Do not discard any cards yet.
What
So
is the... Oh, here the chosen suit comes in later. Okay. I
yeah,
just was
so
confused.
hold off for now. I will reveal my cards up here, like up top.
Okay.
And then you reveal your cards down
Okay.
there. So
Okay, so it's just about point totals at this time.
at this time, yes.
Okay.
So
I'm clicking on this once. All right.
all right. So just get your cards out, and then we will reveal them. Total the 2 highest cards of each side.
Okay. I need some more cards. I'm gonna need some more cards here.
All right. We will reveal one at a time
Um,
from left
hang on.
to right.
The side with the highest total plus fight wins the battle for the match and gets the point. I think that I do not remember what the suits were, so I would like to use the rest of my fight if I
Yeah.
can.
What? No. Hold off. I'm confused about what you're doing now because we haven't even revealed the cards yet.
I know, but what I
You-
don't like the amount, like the cards that I got. I would like to spend my fight.
I don't know what your cards are yet, so don't spend your fight yet.
I know what my cards are though,
Well,
and I'm not pleased with that situation.
can you wait to spend it until I know what they are? It's only going to be a minute.
I guess I don't know
yeah.
why.
You make a compelling point.
Like okay.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Go ahead and spend your fight if you want.
Yeah, I think that if we were to reveal it and
Yeah.
then I got my fight, it would be
Well-
less.
Well,
like,
I guess what I'm trying to get at more is
Exciting.
you don't know what I have, so you don't
I
know if
know.
your fight's going to be enough. So, like, isn't it worth it to save it if
no.
in case
What
you
do
need
I
it?
have to use it for?
We could have a tie break later, I guess,
No.
but I guess
This is the last match.
Oh, yeah.
And we won the other two.
Yeah, you're right. Go ahead and spend it, yeah.
I might as well,
Yeah.
I think I have 2.
It didn't click for me that this was the very last one, so yeah, you have 2 fight. So... Yeah.
I'm not pleased with what I have up here so
right.
far.
All right.
I would like a couple of higher cards, please.
Okay. All right. So we'll reveal one at a time from left to right. I'm sorry for the misunderstanding.
2 more?
Wait, 2 more cards?
Yeah, for my 2 fight?
No, the 2 fight increases the value of the cards you have. It doesn't give you more cards.
Okay.
Yeah. Spirit.
I misunderstood that.
Yeah, Spirit gives you more cards.
Okay,
fight,
carry on then.
Yeah. So we'll flip from left to right.
But I definitely, I'm going to use those.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, damn. I did really well.
I don't think I'm going to win.
No.
Because I pulled 4 4s.
Yeah, you
and I can't beat that.
Yeah.
With 2 fight, you can't beat that.
No, you can't. So the demons managed
I could if I hadn't given my fight to Ash, but it was
Yeah.
worth it. I wouldn't change it.
We win. Team play.
So the neons do manage to... the demons do manage to get 1 point. Excellent.
Are you keeping track of that in a place? Because I was keeping track of it up here.
I was just very grateful to you for keeping track of it. Because I suck at the text.
It's very ugly. Like I wrote demons over the top of one team, and I wrote neons over the top of the other team.
You were doing so good, and like
very ugly.
It's just like they would have done it in Romero's.
Yeah.
So, at the end of all that, at the end of the play section, the winner answers a headway to describe how the point ends. We don't discard any of these cards yet.
Okay.
So...
Oh, wait, but you're going against Hannah, which means Hannah wins.
Hold up.
There's a whole after section.
Yeah,
Let's read all of that so I know what's going on.
Yeah, so now I answer a headway as the rival team, so Hannah answers. Oh, I like this headway a lot. Who do you prove was wrong about you? I think as these 2 very lithe, very very capable players are facing off at the end of this match. There's a lot going through Hannah's mind. A lot of honestly very hurtful stuff has been sent their way from your team. Don't look at me like that. I'm monologuing. Don't look at me in that tone of voice. So a lot of very hurtful things have been said by the Neons about them. And they've had a lot to think about why they made the choices they made, whether they stand by them, and what they want to do going forward. Is this still fun? Is this still something I want to do? I think most of all, the person that Hannah proves was wrong about them with this play is Ash. Early on, I forget the exact wording, in one of the first interactions, I think in session 2, one of the first interactions Ash had with Hannah, they said something to Hannah like, you're not as good without us, or something like that. Something to that effect. I forget the exact turn of phrase that was used. And Hana's a fairly confident, self-aware person. They've worked fairly hard not to let it get to them, but it's always just kind of been sitting there, and like a worm eating away in the back of their mind. And it's just been like, who the fuck is Ash to say something like that to me? So, at the end of the match, as Carmen and Hana are kind of dueling back and forth over the 8-ball, calling shots, making near misses. It comes down to Hana's turn, and they see an opportunity to make a bank shot off of one of the walls into a side pocket, which they don't think Carmen is going to expect, and will end the match prematurely. So they go for it, and the match is over. And as they don't win the match outright because of point totals, but they do close out the match
on their terms, which is
and
I love it.
Just they get a moment to themselves, and they think to themselves, "That's good enough for me." So before we move on,
can I have Carmen ask a quick question?
Yeah, go ahead.
As everybody's like, people are clearing away and talking to each other, and I think that Carmen...
You are going to get a match moment in a second.
I know, but this is something very specific. Doesn't have to be super quick.
Yeah,
Carmen just wants to lean over. We're not supposed to put these away yet because there's more. Hang on.
Oh, wait. You're right. There is more. Forgive me.
Carmen just wants to kind of lean over, and she's not going to look at Hana. She's just going to be like, "So did you have fun?" And then she's going to walk away.
Right. Okay. Compare the total number of cards of each chosen suit across all cards. The suit with the most cards wins the Battle of Rumors.
Oh my god. You chose
Connection.
Do we put them together?
So you chose Connection.
Yeah, and you chose Prowess.
So
and there's 3 of each of those cards on the board.
No, it's the total number. So, like, we add up the number on the cards.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So Roz drew a 5 Connection, and I drew a 1 and a 2 Connection. And then I also drew a 4 Prowess, and Roz drew a 6 and a 5.
So I think...
Roz drew 3 5s and a 6. So
I think... I think the demons won the Battle of Rumors, unfortunately. You tried to win a social media battle with Thatcher Cruz. Really?
All of his followers pick up the hashtag Neon Truth.
It's
botnet. Who can say, really?
It goes on way longer than the Neons are even a team. Like, the Neons have broken up, and there's people on 4chan hashtag Neon Truth.
Oh Lord, that's taken this to a dark place. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
They
then cross out the original rumor in Now Trending and put this one in its place. You hear it take hold in the crowd. I'm gonna do that now. It's a weird one to do at the very end, but it's fitting for this.
The
group.
Neons are not polyamorous.
I'm gonna find a better. I'm gonna find a better way to phrase it.
Yeah.
Where the neons, have been pandering to.
Rumor, the neons are fucking normal. What?
Polyamorous people are normal. Fuck you.
Sorry, Thatcher took over first.
Fuck you, Thatcher Cruz. Thatcher Cruz.
Neons are just not as interesting as you thought they might be.
This
they're
is
just boring.
They're
is the
basic.
word. This is the wording I have gone with. The Neon's friendship and purported polycule is a front for PR purposes.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. That sounds
Yeah.
normal.
Your friendship is a front for PR purposes.
Sure. Okay. You
I'm
can
alright with
believe that.
Well, yeah,
Your friendship only exists for marketing.
that's fine. I'm good.
I don't know who these people are reading this rumor since we're not associated with the university, but they can believe whatever the fuck they want.
Yep.
Indeed.
I was
All
gonna
right.
say we'll win him back, but then I was like, nope, we're not a team anymore. So who
So-
gives
We
a
don't have to
shit?
prove anything. We're gonna hang
We're
out
the
with
ones
Greek
who
and they won't be there.
Yeah, we're the ones who found this family. Anybody else can go fuck themselves.
Amen.
All right, so now we discard these cards.
I
That
think
was
that's
fun.
fitting that,
That was
we
a
lost
fun
public
match
favor.
Well, that was an excellent match game.
And I
even
drew
though it-
like shit. I got
even though it
3
went to
4s
some-
and wanted a 2.
Hey,
No,
you
but
know,
that completes
better.
Hana's arc.
Yeah,
it completes Hada's arc really, really well, just because I got to kick your ass really hard.
Mhm.
And
Karma
I
doesn't
never,
even care.
I never won any of the other match games.
That's
so,
true.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's very narratively
No,
fulfilling.
Didn't Ash lose their first one? in
And it was
last
the
one?
same. It was the
But
same
it was
spot,
with
the
Mia.
closer.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's interesting.
Oh, actually, that would be a really good reputation thing for the
Relatively
Neons. They
sounds
always fuck it up in the final.
In the end, yeah. I think
Yeah.
that is actually one of our rumors. We always
No,
choke,
that's like about tournament play, but this is
Yeah.
like the
choke in the
last.
semis
last
because they didn't
round.
Oh, yeah,
practice.
Yeah.
They didn't
Yeah.
practice against
All
anyone
right.
else.
So it's time for final moments. The match is almost over. Everyone.
I didn't get a match moment.
Oh, match moment. Sorry, forgive me. Pick a match moment.
I think that I would like a brief and private moment. So before they're like line everybody up and take pictures, and I don't know if people shake hands after a pool tournament, whatever the fuck goes on there. But Carmen gets her phone out and she's like, "Look, I want to show you guys my final project. I was working on it last night after, yeah." And so she gets her phone out and she shows, and it's this picture of just like a bunch of like rebar and twisted metal, and it doesn't actually look like anything until she sort of like swipes through and gets one from like directly the right angle, and she's like talking over it the whole time, and you can sort of see that it almost like if you squint, it sort of looks like a pool table. And she's like, I'm gonna put like a bunch of like uplighting on the bottom, like around the bottom of a car, sort of, and it will shine through the middle because the middle is like completely open. But like in the middle of this rectangle, there's like a diagonal, like the cube, that goes across, and yeah. So she's got all these plans, and she's gonna plug in some neon underneath, so it's like, it's called the Neons. I love you guys, and it's been really
Tony
fun
will do
playing with
a
you.
gigantic double-barreled bear hug.
Oh,
Our friendship isn't fake.
Ash gets teary-eyed. This is the best thing ever made.
I know. Okay, now I'm done. You can continue.
Okay.
You get a ping on Twitter, #NeonTruth. They're all Russian plants.
So
All right.
I think we should
Final
get
moments.
together and decide how we're going to destroy Thatcher Cruz.
All right. Time for the setup of final moments. One at a time, each teammate follows the blow. Choose the suit that has been most influential on you during your match. Show how your attitude towards that suit has changed by describing how you're looking and thinking as the final matchup concludes. And we do the above for the rival team. I think I'll probably only do it for Hana, but... So, one at a time, go ahead.
For Ash, it's going to be energy. I think what Ash really realizes this game is that they gain energy from their friends and when they're doing something that they love. And it doesn't have to be pool. It can be anything. And understanding that their friendship will still live on even after the game is done makes them excited to think about kind of the new challenges that they'll be able to use this energy to accomplish.
All right. Tony?
Okay. Tony is also energy. You keep asking me to have thoughts.
Monster Energy drink is not the same thing as the suit in this game.
The Neon's looking for a sponsor.
Tomato.
Nah, the Neons would be sponsored by like Regal or something, like a third tier, not even like the Faygo version. Some weird local. All right.
Small businesses.
I don't have an attitude towards energy other than good, and I think it is still good.
In moderation,
I genuinely don't know how to. No, because we did it.
I know, but
we did it.
But like at the beginning of his match.
And I didn't even kiss anybody and force them to leave the team this year.
True.
Well, where is your energy going to be directed now that there's no more Neons?
Med school?
Graduate with honors, school. Motherfucker.
That is
make us proud.
An inspiring thing to hear from a future doctor.
Med school ... question mark.
I'm just imagining Tony at Stanford, just like the social politics.
Yeah.
Comes in senior year. I think it's going to be tough for him.
I think he's going to play pool to like get into the social politics, or like to show that it doesn't matter to him.
If I may project for a minute, I think Tony is going to struggle very hard to get into a new friend group, and just like you know, but there's still pool, so he'll have pool friends and you guys, and that's kind of it.
Okay, 1 year. He's a passing ship.
Cool.
Yeah.
On to bigger, better things.
Carmen?
And I can say I got a degree from Stanford. So
true, yeah. I have to go with connection again. Just because, like, I think I'm answering this question from this perspective of before, sort of at the beginning of this and now at the end. Because at the start, Carmen was sort of like, you know, I could probably win this thing on my own. Yeah, these are my friends and we're having a good time together, but, you know, I have to hold this team up. Hana abandoned us. So I've got to do this. I've got to be the one that, you know, is the cornerstone of the group. And I think that she has just realized that those connections are really important, and that it's not even, it sort of transcends the game. It's not about the game, really. It's about the friendship and the friends that we made along the way.
All right. I think the suit that's relevant for Hana is prowess, probably. I think their attitude during the match toward it probably is a little bit more even-tempered. It's important to them to be able to demonstrate their skill. Just generally, not even limited to this game. Honing a craft in general is important to them. Getting good at something and making sure people know that they're good at it. So as the matchup concludes, they feel pretty confident that they have done that and that they are fulfilled by that. The matchups are over, the score is tallied, and the winner is announced. Your team, what's everyone's reaction as it's announced that the Neons have finally won a tournament?
Carmen kisses Tony.
Oh my god.
It's perfect.
She does turn and kiss Ash like immediately, but it's the kissing Tony for the amusement of it. Just totally doing
Wait,
it.
so she kisses both of them?
Yeah, first she like dips Tony fully, like and then she turns around and just grabs Ash's face and kisses them. And like, you know, everyone is tweeting #neon truth. It's all a front, people, wake up. Carmen doesn't even give a shit. It's because it's funny. Yeah. This is what we're doing now. We're kissing each other.
Tony started it.
Tony started it. Ash still doesn't know about that, by the way.
Yeah, Ash doesn't.
How do Tony and Ash respond to this?
If you dip Tony fully like squirms at the bottom of the dip and like falls out of your arms off of the stage.
Oh, no. And then you just turn around. You're like, oh well, he'll be fine.
No. Then I get up like I'm good.
Walk it off.
Woo! We won. Woo! Just like climb back up.
Ash is just riding the high. They're like, oh yeah, now we're kissing. Great, like we won. Kiss me back.
We do not kiss Dr. Kemp.
No.
He's like 30.
I have to say, as a 30-year-old in the chat, the way both in the stream and in the text chat on StreamYard, that phrase has been used pejoratively for like, oh man, this character is so
Rude.
old.
Rude.
I think Chris did
Extremely
that on
rude.
purpose.
It
Was
is-
referencing the chat.
It is accurate but hurtful.
You'll get over it.
I will not, but thank you.
Fine, I'm getting there. I'll be 30 eventually.
The way you...
This is a really fucking special game, you
I'm
guys.
Why are you-
delighted.
Why would you use the word eventually?
Oh my
It's
god.
accurate.
Anyway, I believe now that that's done, it is time for closing credits.
Yes.
Let me.
I kind of feel like I want a little bit of wrap up and like
Yeah, it's
where
time.
are they in several years style things.
That is
man.
Just
typically
narratively.
that
Oh
is-
no. Oh no.
Ending credits usually is what the epilogue
Mhm.
form takes. I'm just pulling up the description of how we do ending credits. Trying to find it in the PDF. Give me just a moment.
I think isn't it this mirroring opening credits, and we just do like little flashes.
There are some prompts for it.
Isn't it like next season on break?
Yep, I found it. It's a short phase of the game. Yeah. So we introduce the ending credits with 1 or 2 visuals that reflect the episode. So I think the first visual we get a couple of dramatic cuts of the back and forth at Patty's between the scenes, like some of the characters kind of going at it. As we get kind of the opening chords of the end music. The next visual, I think, is probably from one of the match games. Probably,
Right.
I think Carmen's match game, that seemed to be especially intense and dramatic. Carmen and Hana facing off, batting the 8-ball around. And then we choose a snapshot from this list. Let's go with this. A snapshot of your character doing something relaxing. Let's go with reverse championship order. So Carmen. A snapshot of Carmen doing something relaxing.
Do we get another teeny tiny little flash? Because I definitely want to get Carmen graduating, walking the stage. But
we can expand
yeah,
credits beyond what is. We can expand the credits beyond what is listed in the quick start PDF.
I just like 3 seconds is like, her getting a diploma and like walking off. And then my idea for the relaxing scene is the 3 of them at South by Southwest.
Okay.
I was also gonna do.
Is South by Southwest relaxing?
I think there are moments. I think like we're under one of those pop-up canopies.
Nice. Okay.
It's clearly... the scene is like they're together and they're laughing.
Yeah.
They're not playing pool.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
And it's like you can tell that they have sort of been apart, or maybe it's like when they meet at South by Southwest. So like Tony runs up to them and hugs. And yeah.
All right. Tony.
We just all talk about what we do at South by Southwest.
Right. I was planning to.
So
let's see here.
Another snapshot of Tony doing something relaxing.
Well, okay. So if we're doing future snapshots, I do think we get like a shot of like Tony taking his first step onto the campus. We see like a shot from the back.
Okay.
And a very prominent building.
Yeah.
I don't know if this Stanford campus
I
has
don't
any
know anything about
California.
Or what matters.
Okay.
I know there's a clock tower at UC Berkeley, I think. Not important.
All right. Excellent.
Trees everywhere.
We do B-roll on the Stanford campus for 5 minutes. And then...
All right.
And relaxing. Yeah, I think You know what? You know what it is? It's Tony in like a student like a completely bare, unpacked dorm room, just like texting.
All right.
Just messages from the group chat, like, "Oh, have fun. We miss you." You know, popping up on screen.
Message from Sophia. Oh my God, you're so far away. Yeah. Ash, future snapshot and a snapshot of your character doing something relaxing.
Yeah, so for the future snapshot, you see Ash on a stage, kind of reading off their comedy act, and maybe it's not going great, but there are a few laughs here and there. And as you're kind of panning the audience to see kind of who's enjoying it and what jokes are landing, you see Dadi in the front row sitting at a little table, and like barely understanding the jokes, but like very enthusiastically clapping. And then you see them kind of leave the venue, and the camera pans out, and you see on the sign that it was a pub. So Ash performed at a pub. Dadi knew that they were there, and we're also there with them. And then for the relaxing moment, I think you see Ash at office hours, which is like, unheard of, but is, really loving their new extracurricular classes, and is in office hours just laughing with the professor and chatting and, well, what did you think about da-da-da-da, right?
Wait, Ash actually took a class with Dr. Kemp?
Yeah.
No.
You took a dynamical systems class.
I mean, yeah, I take a class with Dr. Kemp because it's an easy A, but, I'm not going to go to office hours for it. I think Ash goes sometimes and just brings like a medicine ball. And he's like, here you go.
Wonderful. And then we wrap up the ending credits, the visual that foreshadows the next episode, or we could do like next season on break. Since we're not doing another one, this can be as open-ended or fantastical as we want. I think it would be hysterical for Hana to show up at Stanford and say like, just like next time on break, like there's a knock.
Oh yeah.
There's a knock on the dorm room door, and he answers it, and it's Hana. And he just says, "You gotta come back. There's something that's happened at Romero's," and then it just goes to black.
Ooh. I'm hooked.
First of all, how dare you? I was fully prepared to make this yet more fluff about our happy futures.
I was like, we go on a cruise and we kick everybody's ass at pool.
Well, that's the beach episode.
Ash and Carmen hold hands, and Carmen tries not to fuck that up.
Uh-huh.
It's not my fault y'all made me the serious Morpheus character.
Oh, it was so good.
Yay!
That was fantastic.
That was so fun.
It was very fun.
I think you also see for season 2, Ash on their knees, like with like a ring, and you can't see like who they're proposing to.
Oh fuck!
Rude.
Oh shit! That is
Spoiler alert!
very
It's
exciting.
in a play, and they're
Yeah.
Well,
Could
You don't know.
be. Could be.
Who knows? We'll never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love it.
Because season 2 was never localized in America.
Oh, that's what it is. I think
Yeah.
it's
just
the
in
writer's
Germany.
All right. Let's do Roses and Thorns still on the broadcast for Haley's benefit. So if y'all are not familiar with this, it's like Stars and Wishes, but they're more about like what worked or what didn't for the game. This is something I like to do in playtests.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could do Stars and Wishes more specific to this session or for the game as a whole off screen. Because those are a little bit more personal. Roses and Thorns tend to be more about game mechanics and like things that are more working on.
Playtest
This is
feedback.
Playtest feedback. So, who wants to share some roses?
I really liked Gossip World. It was super fun.
That one, I believe, is specific to the Neons, and
it
was fantastic. Yeah,
I can absolutely see a game that is like actually on a college campus where gossip becomes so much of a bigger deal.
I don't remember like rumors being a thing in the cricket one that I played, but it could just be that we weren't using the neons. I don't remember, but or it might be new. It was really cool. It really fit the modern setting that we were doing it in.
Yes, excellent.
So
that's true.
That was really neat.
Prim, do you have a rose while Chris is AFK?
I do. So I want to give a rose to all of the really great, insightful questions on the cards, whether it was for match moments or just, on the different cards that you were pulling. I think it really helped to bring more like satisfaction to the narrative arc of each character's story, where we're enjoying the mechanics of playing the game, but then we're also kind of talking about what's happening and what folks are thinking. So that was really like satisfying to play.
Yeah. A rose that I want to call attention to. I found the traits rather effective, even for my facilitator character who doesn't have fight or spirit. They still proved a very helpful jumping off point for Hana, because, even though I'm the facilitator and my character typically should be more in the background, and Hana mostly was in the background, they still ended up being fairly central to a lot of the plot. And these traits that I used, Fading Joy and Back from Disgrace, were really central narrative drives for them. So even though I didn't fulfill them for mechanical purposes, they were still really important for defining who this person is. They're really, really well put together. For the fulfillment mechanic with all of y'all's traits, that worked out really, really well. I do, in retrospect, think I probably was more of a hard ass than I should have been about the Team Heartthrob thing. I probably should have just given it to you, but
we didn't get as deep in. I wish we would have gotten a little bit deeper into the fans and focused a little bit on a little bit more on the rumors. But I think that was just because
I think
this
part
isn't
of
a game that any of us have really played all that often, so it was kind of hard.
I've played it a bit, and I think part of it is just that's not the kind of story that developed naturally.
We weren't going that direction. Yeah.
That's just not where it went, and that's fine, honestly.
Is there a mechanic for swapping out your traits? Like, can you grab a new trait if it's early on enough in the game? I think you can, but like
Maybe.
later.
I would have to check. I would have to check the book again.
I think you can, but
Maybe.
It was late enough that it wasn't really a thing that we could have probably done.
Chris,
kind of want to play a longer.
Okay.
Chris, do you have a rose?
Like I said at some point during this session, I love me a game that can both leave me crying and get me fully strategizing, counting cards.
No,
and that's great.
Oh.
So, that is a real strength of this compared to Good Society. I think it has.
It gets those mechanical itches.
It has the social strengths of Good Society in a lot of ways, but just a teeny little bit of crunch to satisfy that itch without being really complicated.
Yeah. It's like a nice break. If anything, my thorn is that I actually found it really difficult to switch. The reason I struggled so much during the sports portion of this is I find it very difficult to switch back from character brain and card game brain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Switching gears is a little bit difficult.
That's not on the game though.
Yeah.
No, that's me.
I think that might be on me as a facilitator. To make those transitions a little bit more fluid. But I've never run this before. So
I think that keeping the story in the really crunchy part and the time that you might be strategizing with cards and stuff, that was great. I really loved that. So
Okay. Yeah.
It's not. I liked it.
That was a very effective transition into Thorns, though. So thank you for that. Katrina, Prem, do either of you have a Thorn?
I would like to apologize for getting too excited, reading ahead, and getting confusing myself. So that's a Thorn for me. The only suggestion I have is, I think we mentioned it like a couple sessions ago about how the cards have the headway and the setback, and then that's also what the
setback
token is called. Yeah. So I don't know if that's on purpose or if maybe the setback token could be called a twist instead or something else to kind of set it apart, because it was a little bit confusing right there. I don't know if anyone else has said that. But
that terminology might maybe should be finessed.
Sure. But I love this game. I like it a lot. That's all I have to
say. Prem, do you have a Thorn?
Yeah, my Thorn would be just that, and this is just like a me thing, but I didn't really understand how to get spirit or get fight or use spirit or use fight until this round, I think, towards the end. And so I wish I had picked up on that earlier so that I could have used my spirit and fight more strategically.
Okay, yeah. I think that's understandable. I think the Quick Start PDF explains it, but probably goes over it a little bit quickly because it is a quick start. I think I probably should have done a little bit better job walking y'all through it. I needed to be more prepared, but also
it happens.
I think it's also the strength of a game when a facilitator doesn't have to prep too much and can just come in, you know, and play.
Yeah.
It could be part of like when you switch to Roll20 to do a match, you have a little here's how we use Roll20, and
there is a section in the Quick Start that talks about using Roll20 specifically that I didn't find until today.
Yeah, that's fine.
But, yeah.
But maybe that could be when you're prepping facilitators, you could talk more about here's how you transition from, the event phase to the first match, because it's really important to understand how we're even playing.
Yeah. I think just looking strictly at the mechanics of the game, the only Thorn that really sticks out to me is either stuff that's been mentioned already or the pre-match section when it talks about framing scenes before the match. There's not a whole lot of guidance for how long that should take. Should they be full scenes? Should they be vignettes? That sort of thing. And so it was not super clear to me how much I should be rushing y'all. And I was trying to keep that fairly efficient and fairly quick because I was worried about efficiency of time. But the wording in the PDF is ambiguous as to whether they are meant to be full scenes and that's meant to be a more fleshed out thing. And so my Thorn is just clarify this a bit, Haley, when you watch this later, please. Because it seemed like it flowed fine to me when I was making this just kind of a quick little clip, little set of vignettes. That seemed fine. But if the narrative feels right for us to do some more extended scenes there, would that be okay?
It might vary from table to table, honestly.
It might,
because the only game I have this to compare this to is the cricket game, and it was set in in the ye olden times, and so we sort of were a little bit more good society.
Yeah.
And we had actual events. Here's our party that we're all going to, and it made more sense for the context of the game. I feel like we struggled because it was called an event. We were like, well, what can we do as an event? But it's not necessarily like you have to go to a party like you would in good society. It's just something that characters are all doing together where they would all be there and have a chance to interact together.
Yeah.
So.
And my other secondary thorn comes with an asterisk. It really is just that a lot of mechanical stuff felt a little bit weird because of the sport we were playing. Like, we are testing the rules for individual sports, but we had multiple players, and so we're doing an individual sport in a team format that doesn't actually exist in real life. It became clear to me in retrospect about like halfway through that there were some things that we probably, if I were to run this again, I probably would do things a little bit differently. Like I probably would have done it as a doubles tournament with me and one of you on the demons and two of you on the neons. And that would have made a lot more sense. And it would have been really interesting narratively to have another person on the demons.
So neat.
That would be really cool. I was just thinking I want to play on the rival team sometime.
Yeah. Having a player with me on the rival team would have been really cool. But I don't know mechanically if that's allowed.
I think that maybe it just might vary from sport to sport. You got to kind of find
mechanically
what you like and what the table works best
with. Mechanically, what would really be ideal for something like billiards is every player is their own team. And I think that's something they're working on developing, but at the time that I signed up for the playtest, it just kind of wasn't ready yet. Or maybe it is, and I just misunderstood. And so the second thorn that I have really is just that Fight with Spirit was primarily made for team sports, and we're trying to make individual sports fit in that hole. And they are working, Haley and V are working on adapting it for individual sports, and it's just going to take time to figure out. So
I had a great time anyway.
Yeah. This was this was still a blast. This is one of my favorite games I've ever run. But I also am really looking forward to doing something like this again in a future version of the game where the rules are a bit more developed. There's more explicit guidance on how to do it. And, we could play with more sessions, like do it in like a 6-session or an 8-session game. So
I actually I wonder, because this might just be that we were really good, and I don't fully know the rules around what happens once you've crossed out your traits. But we kind of wrapped everything up really, really well, and that's like an almost unique thing in like games I've played, because there's almost always at least one loose end, and this time we just kind of hit all of it.
Yeah, the narrative does feel very, very resolved, which is satisfying, but a little unusual.
Yeah, I don't know how this would hold up in a longer game. Yeah.
Although, I think you do get to swap them out if you're playing a longer game.
Deeply weird.
Yeah.
Because you'd want to complete it to get the spirit.
Yeah. In a longer game, you would swap them out to have something to work for.
Yeah.
So
I'm also vaguely curious how much spirit you're supposed to be cycling through.
Mm-hmm.
Because fulfilling a trait is a huge character moment.
Yeah, it takes
you
3 sessions to even get there. Yeah. Maybe you get a whole card out of it.
I don't know if that's intentional. Maybe spirit is supposed to be that big. Maybe it's a little weird because of the way we were playing. Who knows?
The way it is structured on the Google Docs, it could feel as if you're not getting as many spirits as would be typical because there's just so many boxes. I only ever had like 2 or 3.
Yeah. It could be the presentation that makes it feel like you're not getting very much. I don't know.
Yeah.
At any rate, I think this is a good moment for us to end our broadcast, and then we'll do stars and wishes off screen. Thank you so much, Haley. This has been a pleasure. I'll be sending the link your way very soon. And thank you to all of you, the 3 of you. This has been amazing. So, hope to play with you again soon. Bye.